struck, now I see her. Love, no, it's enough to be on a track. Take a shelter back, now I see her. Love, come back. Wake my body up from a soul destruct, now I see her. Love, no, it's enough to be on a track. Take a shelter back, now I see her. Now I see her, 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 now I see her. Now I see her. just exist. I'd rather shoot and miss. So I'ma raise my fist and live it limitless, limitless, limitless. I refuse to just exist. I'd rather shoot and miss. So I'ma raise my fist and live it limitless, limitless. Renegade, see the world through open eyes. We ricochet across the darkest skies. While the masquerade is for the ones who wanna hide. I won't stay in the shadows all my life. Limitless. We're living limitless. I refuse to just exist. I'd rather miss. So I'ma raise my fist and live it limitless, limitless, limitless. I refuse to just exist. I'd rather shoot and miss. So I'ma raise my fist. that you're running me rapid. I really gotta try for this. Try for this. And I really gotta try for this. And try that you're running me rapid. I really gotta try for this. Try for this.
I have, but I honestly
So,
can't
guys,
remember what I read.
so
I know that sounds terrible
for
and like
anyone
an
that's
excuse,
here,
but it's the truth.
I'm gonna mute them a second. For anyone that's here, you may have seen the timer going through Nightbot. Every year I try and do just from my own ability to hand out bags, make bags of hygiene products, socks and gloves, and little things to give to the homeless every year. Sometimes I alternate. It's been a couple years since I've done this specifically, but I wanted to try and do it again. But this year I wanted to try and go even bigger and better than I have before. And usually it's me, my mom, maybe someone else pitches in a bit. But I figured I would take it to Twitch, since I'm actually on Twitch now, to see what we can do there. So from now until December 24th, that might change the end date a little bit, depending on when I get all the bags put together, when we decide to hand them out. But that's tentative end date. I will be taking all the money from Twitch, all the PayPal donations, the bits, the subs, all of it will be going towards this charity to help out in my area. And I'm in kind of a medium-sized city. Anything that is left over from here, I have a really good ministry friend in Denver nearby, and that's all he does all year long is help the homeless. So anything I don't specifically use in my city, any money that's left over, will be going to that cause to help the homeless in another city. So if y'all want to help out, all the money I get from subs, donations, bits, etc., will be going towards that, and I would appreciate any help. If you want to know more, feel free to ask me. We're gonna get into some D&D. All right,
That
we're all
would
good
be
to go.
really sad if you guys went to fight the boss tonight and actually won. I would
No,
cry.
I don't think it would happen, but
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not like we haven't
Yeah,
pulled
it's not gonna
similar
happen.
bullshit.
Soon as look, Go ahead.
Avire is a bit stronger than Auric.
I
Only
mean,
a bit.
I would
Well, we're a
hope
bit stronger
so.
than we were before, so
We don't have a giant this time.
Yeah, you don't have a giant.
You're
Kamathar
right.
is not as strong.
we have a Willows.
You have a will.
We have a flying halfling. They're like, we have a Goliath
Actually, she's a
dragon.
How many attacks does she have? Didn't say.
Which I totally realized I forgot
since
to
the
make
last
the new
time I
screen
played, has there been a long rest?
Yes.
Oh,
it has 3 attacks.
Been at least
like
one.
4.
Okay, so she has as many attacks as Auric does.
I wish I had as many attacks
Yeah.
as Ulrich did.
He had
We
3
had quite a
attacks.
bit of long rest and even more shenanigans.
Oh yes. So let's get into last week's
The last thing that happened is
recap
I punched Dragonfang in the back of the head.
for Alar. So he kind of knows at least where we're at. The team essentially went to a Cloiksrith to go save Patrick because he was going to get his ass kicked and executed.
Before you continue, I have one question.
Yeah.
Did they just abandon me again?
No, I said that
Reverse.
I stated that you went out looking for more information about your bounties. Because that's what I figured you would be doing.
Probably.
And you left us information about some dude about to get executed.
Yeah.
Basically, you abandoned us.
You
Yeah.
abandoned us.
Yeah, that's very true.
Okay,
Anyways.
I'm fine with that.
Anyways,
As long as you guys didn't abandon me.
yeah. But yeah, point is they went to a Cloiksmith, saved Patrick. They met up with, I don't remember how they ended up getting to the, oh no, there was a map. The letter was slid to Isha that revealed, it should be in everyone's journal. It included a map to where the order's location was. They found it, said the password that was secretly encoded onto the letter.
I mean, it
And
wasn't that obvious. It just said, don't forget this. It was like, okay.
yeah, so they dove into the pool of water, except for Isha. So they didn't have a choice in the matter as she was dragged down by Kamathar.
Was not pleased.
So it's a murder-suicide in this case?
No.
Oh yeah, definitely.
there was water at the bottom.
There was water at the bottom, and then the group met up with Solana, leader of the order, who instructed them to kind of work with Avire, try and get her trust, see what they could learn about her, maybe get an opportunity to stab her in the back, etc. The group accepted, met with Avire, who proved to be, as the descriptions held, a gargantuan half-dragon. Red. She seemed to have an effect over Dragonfang and I think Isha?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Dragonfang more so infatuated, as his plan involved trying to get her infatuated. And then they were sent off on a mission to Kesselis in order to retrieve supplies before helping them up to a Cloaksworth, with the likely chance that the Legacies would interfere. I believe is what I mentioned.
Didn't she also give us a carriage?
Oh yeah, she sent you guys on a carriage. Or she has a carriage ready for you.
We haven't gotten on it yet, but...
Yeah. No. As you're kind of descending down the stairway, you see Alar just kind of waiting there.
Did I find any more information about my bounties?
No.
Let's see. Which bounties are yours?
I think I took the highest 5.
Yes, you know Nadrith Mulkin is a bandit of sorts, and is believed, from what you gathered, it's said that he might be joining up with the Legacies, but you're not sure. That's about all you got, though.
Okay.
As I walk down the stairs and see Alar, I just lock eyes with them and glare. Not glare, but just stare at him.
Last week had the love potions, didn't it?
Yep.
Oh, I completely forgot.
I'm going to proceed to minor illusion a pole
Why?
right in front of him.
Why?
We will walk through the pole, then stare even more intensely. You weren't making any trouble for yourself, were you?
I'm just going to look at him and just shrug and say, depends on your definition of trouble. And I'm going to get on my horse.
How is that, by
We'll
the
walk
way,
over to our carriage.
riding it without a saddle, by the way?
Sideways.
You can ride it with that.
Guess it doesn't have one, though. Just
I
uncomfortable.
mean, you can ride without a saddle, but you like break your pelvis if doing so.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, Insidious has gotten quieter and quieter, and I can't turn him up any louder.
I feel like
I
I'm not
can.
talking very loud today either, so.
That might be it.
Gotta pull them up to about...
Try that. That better?
Yes.
Cool.
A little bit.
Great, now he's too low for me.
You're still really quiet compared to everybody else.
Then just do what I do whenever there's quiet
At least
people,
for
just
me.
turn them all the way up and turn everyone else down.
Okay, how's that?
Better.
Better.
At least I can hear you now.
Alright, yeah, so who wants to inform Alar of what we're doing? Me, got it. Alright, hey, we're gonna go deliver safety of some cargo up to here. Up to a Clitherix from Pestilus.
I'm asked what the cargo is.
Right? I don't know.
I'm asked where the cargo is.
Kesselis. We gotta get there to export it to a
we have to
Clitherix.
pick the...
We gotta travel there.
Is there a roof to this carriage?
You don't see the carriage at the moment. You do notice a few of the sisters kind of just waiting for the group outside.
Hmm.
Are there any familiar faces?
Let me roll and decide.
Oh yes.
Nope, none of them. Just some generic red, gold, dragonborn ladies.
All right.
They want us to drive it ourselves, or are they driving it?
You don't see the carriage at the moment, so you're unsure if they want you to drive it themselves or if they have a driver designated.
Oh, they better have a driver designated.
Why?
Because Willis ain't gonna drive a fucking horse. Who do you think he is?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna make you do it.
Dragonfang would rather eat the horse, like would sooner eat the horse than drive it.
You with people.
You know, I haven't had cooked horse. Sounds like it could be
Oh my
good.
God.
I mean,
I'm
I'm just
talking
gonna.
about this next to Alar's horses.
Saying
I've
that I
never
can
had
give
it
driving
either.
a go if you want.
That's why I'm really
I'm
curious
just going
about
to
it.
tightly grip my short sword's hilt. What's the name of it was?
Alright, yeah, are we waiting for this carriage to show up, or we have to
No, we're
walk
waiting
over
for
and
everyone to
find it?
walk over to the two
What?
Dragonborn ladies.
Yeah, the dragonborn just kind of like motion you over, as if to follow them.
All right,
Oh, then I will
I
follow.
will follow.
All right. So, they escort you through the town a bit, past some of the familiar buildings, past the food market, the spice market, etc., etc. Eventually, they open up the gates, and outside is a nice carriage. It seems a bit armored, actually. And they open it up
Nice.
for you. And there is a driver.
Now, is there a roof?
Yes, there is a roof.
I'm
Armored
going
carriage,
to
huh?
tie the lead ropes for my two horses to the back of the carriage. I'm going to shadow step on top.
Okay.
Oh, I was
turn
gonna
around
climb
and
on top of the
attack,
carriage.
Okay.
but you know.
Probably have the best range.
I'm gonna look to one of these gentlemen ladies. Is there any reason why it's heavily armored like this, or?
The driver will look to you and say, "It's just a safety precaution. We generally don't get too much resistance, but just in case."
That makes me feel better.
Don't worry, Senna. It's really the look of gift carriage in the mouth.
Huh.
Did you
My
really
passive
just...
wisdom is wrong.
I don't even think that works for the play on words that you're trying.
What, me? I'm trying to find a good lava battle map. And if we get to one, because I don't have one.
Dragon
Alright,
thing
yeah,
just sits
let's
down
just
on top of the
get in.
carriage.
I was gonna see if there's any room up front with the driver because
Yeah,
I didn't
there
want to
is.
sit in the back. Yeah, I'll sit up there.
Oh, does Senna get car sick?
No,
Or
get
carriage
motion
sick?
she's not get motion sickness. No.
Just, wants to sit next to a nice individual.
I'd like to be able to see where we're going. That's all.
So,
You always sit on
Yes,
top
I'll-
of the carriage.
I guess
Kamathar
I'll
will come
climb
to
in
the
the back.
So, Kamathar.
We've
Will
got
you
two
want to...
members of the party on top, one in front. Who's going inside?
3 of them, I
Yeah,
believe,
three in the
unless...
back.
Willis, you want to hop on top with them, or are you staying in the back with us?
No, that's a bumpy ride.
Yep.
I'm sitting inside.
We'll
Y'all
hang
are
on and
idiots.
just topple off.
I type in dirt. And you know what the first thing I get is?
Minecraft dirt.
Freaking battle airplanes.
I don't think you spelled dirt right.
Yeah, I don't think you spelled dirt.
No,
right.
I spelled DRIT. It pulls up free assets, miscellaneous.
Well, that's why it's DIRT.
DRIT.
You spelled it wrong.
I didn't spell dirt wrong.
Grit.
You spelled
You did- yeah, you spelled
D-R-I-T.
That's how I spelled it, like this.
Sure.
That's not how you said it.
That
Your words were, I spelled it D-R-I-T.
Oh my God,
Yep.
get over it.
I am over it.
Yep. Make it
They're
too easy.
not.
I
think
have a
we're all
question
over
about the
it.
concept of this
See,
carriage.
Twitch-
Is there,
Twitch
an
heard it too.
opening
Twitch heard
in
it
the
too.
back?
I don't care.
As I was thinking, is there is it like one of those typical carrot wagon
Yeah,
kind of thing going on, except it's armored?
It's just kind of armored.
So is there like a flap in the front where you can like look back and be like, "Hey, shut the fuck up in there"?
No, there's not.
Damn. How are you supposed to yell at your kids when you do that?
There's not even
Why
a
would
window.
you be transporting your children in an armored carriage?
I also wish to know this. Why?
Because hail.
Why indeed?
Yeah.
One can never be too careful.
Hail in this desolate lavascape.
Screw that, yeah. I guess.
I mean,
I
I
mean-
you could understand why they panic and they have hail.
I
gonna
think
expect
that-
out there.
I was gonna ask how long it's gonna take for us to get from Eclipse to Demoria.
I think I said a day. Right?
So, driver's not gonna go through the night to get to Kesselis.
You don't know that.
Do you know that?
Do I know that? Probably.
Can you tell us?
Maybe. What bribes do you have for me?
Hurting anybody physically.
Man, I am lagging.
Are we there yet?
No, are we there yet?
No, my God. You say that, rocks are gonna fall in the carriage.
Everyone's
Hey,
gonna
Drug-
die except Senna because she's not in the carriage. Just the back of it's gone. Like, well, everyone's dead.
Well, that'd be tragic because Canathar would be dead, though.
I know, everyone would be dead. I'd have to kill myself, jump in the lava pit.
That's heavy.
Mm.
And new characters.
Not want to move that.
Could we just all
Hey,
make a
Dragon
character who was one of the sisters of
Oh,
and just
I would not be alright with this.
let the entire campaign
I would
just
not
as a-
either.
you don't want to be a
Alright,
pretty
yeah,
female
everyone's-
dragonborn?
Everyone's situated. Let's get
I-
going.
I have a character that's a pretty female dragonborn.
I mean, I am a
Ready?
pretty
Are we
female
ready? Is
dragonborn.
everyone settled in to their space?
I wave at Santa from on top of the carriage.
I mean,
Yep,
you're chilling out with Alar up there, but have fun.
Who's actually in the
I'm gonna
carriage?
use a wheel of cheese as a pillow.
You have good old
Canathar,
Isha
Isha.
and Canathar.
and Willis.
Good old Cammy. Don't intimidate him too much now.
Again, you've almost left Willis alone with the vampire. But
We were
luckily,
gonna
Isha is on the
it's
case.
Luckily,
No, it's already happened once.
Once.
It's done, said, and
Alright.
done now.
alrighty. So you guys go about your trip.
I'm gonna
So-
attempt to sleep on the way.
all right. Well, let's roll me a good old 1d20.
Of course, it's a 1d20.
I'll do it. Excellent.
You'll do
Not
X.
unlucky.
All right, let me roll mine. Oh, all right then. So you guys are rolling down, rolling through the meadows, as they say. Oh, whoops! I almost moved you guys. I didn't mean to do that.
There's meadows here. I thought it was a desolate lava wasteland.
The meadows of the desolate lava wasteland.
Great. Fire grass.
Yep.
Ooh.
So you guys are on your way.
I feel like it would basically be grass that ends in like a match.
Basically.
Like, you
And not
pluck
one
it
of
up
those
and you got a
matches
match for a
actually
campfire.
strike in a specific spot. Just anything solid that you strike it against.
That's
Just
cute.
start a
What's
wild
going on in
fire.
this desolate meadow wasteland of lava rocks and mountains?
Good question.
That's a very good question.
Solid 13.
Lava mountain.
So as you guys are riding along, you notice a group just kind of standing there, watching you.
Who are they, Jared?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, goody. Do I get advantage?
Boy, oh boy.
All right. So Aylar, you're gonna know. Senna, you're not gonna know.
Just if I got advantage, but it's
No, you don't get advantage.
when you make an intelligence or
Alrighty.
wisdom check. Yeah, well.
Oh well.
Yeah,
oh,
you
this
do
is
have
not
advantage
great.
because you're in
Yeah,
mountainous
never
terrain.
mind. You do have advantage. Never mind. Take it back. Take your back. All right. So everyone notices this. Then you guys see.
You guys in the carriage, inside the carriage, on top of the carriage.
Everyone's gonna see this. So as you guys are just kind of rolling around, you notice that the
Is that the food
Legacies.
sound?
It's the Legacies with their hammer and shield emblems, and they're watching this carriage. They have their
Do any of
weapons-
them look like that one guy?
Actually, yes.
No. Oh.
I have no what? That
Yeah.
one guy.
The guy in front. The guy standing in front
One
with
of
his
the
sword.
5 highest bounties.
Oh, him. That one guy.
Nadrith Mulkin.
And
Do we need to pull over?
your
No,
Dragonborn companion sees this and she kind of slows to a stop. She's like, "You guys want to deal with this, or?"
I'm gonna joyfully hop off the carriage.
Oh my god.
Wait, so are they like standing
I-
in our way, like just being a nuisance?
Pretty much, yeah. They've got
I
their
see
weapons
this.
drawn.
Oh,
I
well,
see
I'm
this,
gonna hop
and
out
I
with
was
my
like-
hammer, crack my
No,
knuckles.
It's
Yeah,
a-
I cast false life on myself as I jump off the carriage.
What type
Alright.
of road are we on?
Like dirt road.
Fuck.
What the fuck is that?
Let me bring you to where you
Got it.
guys are.
I figured that was just.
I'm gonna prepare
Need to
something.
pull them out. Discord.
Actually, no. I'm just gonna use the hammer for this one. It's been a while since I've used the hammer.
Alrighty, so why don't you guys roll me up some initiative?
And
Why's everyone gotta be a
Right there.
nuisance? Whoops. Come here. Hey, not awful.
no, not.
Hey,
not
awful.
This is the only place I can roll well.
Oh, but you know the nat ones make it interesting.
Like a few more
You
nat
say that
20s,
because
too.
you're not the one rolling them.
Oh, the captain got himself a good old one.
Oh, that's good. Good
Soldiers,
for him, mate. Good,
19.
good on him, mate.
I'm trying to place where this song is from.
Oh, did you not know where it's from?
Is it mechanized?
It is.
Yeah. 5 points for me.
Bonus points. Alright, let's see who's first. Senna, you're up.
Oh, would you look at that?
I feel like I'm so far away.
This is where my dexterity does not save me when I tie with it.
Why am I so far
Archer.
away?
Up here. I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark on this dude in front.
Dude in front? Alright.
I like how everyone's more than 5 feet apart.
Right here. Yeah.
I just kind of threw him on here, to be honest with you.
Okay, and
That's gonna hit. That deals damage. Though the piercing on him doesn't seem to do as much damage as you hoped it would.
I have a second attack still.
Alright. That will miss as it
Alright.
clanks off his armor. Alright.
I wonder if it's magical.
This guy will run up to you and he will chuck 2 javelins at you.
He's gonna chuck some jabbies at me.
Some javelins, yep.
Alright, bud.
What's your AC? What is your AC, Senna?
18.
18?
Yeah.
Both will hit. One is a critical.
Sweet.
So that is 3d6 plus 3. A 3 apiece, so you take a total
Now-
of 11 damage.
Let me pull up my calculator really quick.
And this guy right here is the guy that you recognize, Matt.
Okay.
Captain.
That was actually going to be a question on my turn. So
Yeah.
I was just shitting the dude in front.
And then Matt, your AC is 21, correct?
yeah.
That's you, isn't
So
it, Willow?
both of the javelins will miss as this soldier runs up. It's the archer's turn. He will load up his first shot into his bow. He'll take fire at Camathar and miss. And then his second shot will once more go at Camathar and actually find purchase.
Hey, Bob Jr., come your shit.
What?
Nothing, go on.
It does maximum damage. As you see an arrow rip right past the captain and into Camathar. Isha, you're up.
Woo! Going to move 30 feet towards this guy. As we do so, we're going to bonus action cast Flame Blade.
Ooh, nice. That'll hit.
And that I was expecting it to,
Not
what
resistant.
it did, but whatever. An action that's hitting him with it, so I guess that works.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so I still do that.
All right.
That was a horrible damage roll.
Is that all or no?
Yep, bonus action, moved,
Oh.
actioned.
Okay. Aylar, you're up then.
Well, that's left is taunt.
Where's Camathar in
Oh.
this lineup, by the way?
He's right here. Oh wait. Oh god dang it. He was lazy. He was busy.
He was sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Brilliant
bonus action
time.
Shadow Step over here. That gives me advantage on the first
Okay.
strike first melee attack I do.
I like how
Alright.
Camathar is now after me. He just skips a turn.
I'll let him
It's
go.
for
after.
dramatic effects.
Yeah, he was just holding his action. That'll hit. It doesn't do quite as much damage as you were hoping.
Okay.
But if it's a magical item,
Yeah, they're
And if it's resistance to anything that's not magical, he still takes damage full because that is a magical item.
okay. And then so you.
mine is a magical item too.
All right, then he does not get reduced damage.
I didn't name it that.
I mean,
that was
if
given
it's
to me,
resistance to non-magical items, then
Yes,
it's
yeah.
Yeah.
full damage.
I know. I just forgot resistance. My bad.
It's okay.
Oh god, that was scary.
Well, I mean,
What?
if it's natural resistance, then he does take regular. I mean, he takes.
I
the
got a
half
hunch
damage.
it's probably the same armor I have, in which case this would not get resistance.
No, it's not the same armor you have. It's just
Oh.
It's just the whole, they're a person that it's getting more difficult, so they have armor that allows them to resist more
Damn,
damage.
I can see someone planning to go for the gold.
All right, he's still standing.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be standing for a while. Swing again.
So Aylar, are you gonna make your next attacks or no?
That's all I can do. I use my bonus action to shadow step.
No, you have
You have
another
multi-attack.
attack.
Oh,
Been a while since you've played the monk, eh?
It's been a while since.
yes. Yes, it has.
Yeah, you have one more attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with this.
Yeah,
Nope.
no, you're not.
War God's blessing. I'm gonna use my channel divinity to give that a +10.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit then. So he dodges out of the way, but you feel like this strong divine energy course through you, and you just turn your fist to the right and quickly smack him in the face with it.
I imagine using my left fist, punching straight at him, and him dodging to his right, so that my fist just
Yeah.
follows along, whacks the head.
Yeah, it's like it was like a homing fist, you know?
Oh, it's homing fist.
Beep, beep, boom.
Yeah. Kamathar will go since he didn't get his turn.
Aw.
He is gonna defend Sunna.
He's like, oh, she just got hit twice. Yeah?
He is going to unarmed strike this guy and miss.
Sword, though. Why would he do that?
And he's going to try again, and he is going to substitute striking him to grapple him.
Oh.
Nom, nom, nom.
So he
I
wraps his arms around
figured
him.
out what was happening.
Right, now you can go, Willis.
Guys, look, Kamathar's trying to be a pacifist, just giving the enemies hugs.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
So I'm gonna sling
I
up.
don't think it's working, Kamathar.
So I'm gonna sling
wanna
my
find out if-
hammer up on my shoulder, and I'm gonna rush up these guys. And on the way, you're a disgrace to the hammer, and I'm gonna swing.
You have advantage on that because he's being held restrained.
Oh,
I believe.
nice.
Let me look that up.
Yeah,
I think
restrained would be
Being grappled,
advantage.
so yeah.
Yeah.
Being restrained.
So this is
Restrained one gives you.
1.
Did you?
That's a
I'll
miss.
take it.
Aw.
Really? Alright, so I'm gonna use my War Priest strike.
Alright,
This one's shit. Yeah!
Okay.
I'll be right back as you roll your damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Just take off the radiant since they're not.
Nope, it is radiant. It's 1d6 period, and then it's 2d6 on top of this damage if their fiends are
I
undead.
gotcha.
That's there so I
Yeah,
don't forget the
guys.
extra 2d6.
I was totally gonna be like, oh yes, this guy walked in my range. I'm gonna use burning hands. Everyone just runs in. Damn it! Fuck! I will
Yeah.
get to use it one of these days. I'm gonna be cornered, and everyone's gonna be like, no, Senna's gonna die. No. I'm gonna throw fire at him. Like, oh shit, I didn't know she knew that.
Love this hammer.
Am I like the only one that would never be able to get
Alright.
cornered? Well, me and
I
Willow.
wouldn't be able to.
I mean,
Dragon Fang can run really far.
So, Willows,
I could turn into a flying.
as you
or
run
not
up,
Get away, I guess.
I thought
I wanted to.
as you run up, your first swing misses.
Uh-huh.
Then you whirl it around and get a mighty blow on your opponent, dealing 34 total damage.
What's the radiant
34
damage?
plus radiant.
Oh, it's plus rating as well. Alright.
Yep. The extra
If it
2d6
was
is
undead or
only
a
against
fiend,
fiends and
it
undead.
get more.
Yeah, it
Okay,
gets more
gotcha.
on top of that. I just didn't have a damage 3 slot.
Gotcha.
So
No
that's
damage
34, 39 damage.
Yep.
39.
And your turn or no?
Yeah, that was my bonus action, so.
Alright.
Watch this as Dragon Fang just fucking.
Alright,
Goes
I'm
around
gonna
everybody.
use my feline agility to double my movement. Then I'm gonna bonus action dash. I'm gonna move
Taking up the
right down here. Then I'm gonna move right here in front of this archer.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points. I'm gonna spend a sorcery point, not 2. And I'm going to use. And I'm going to use Distant Spell and cast Sword Burst.
Distance spell?
Yep. That means it'll hit the guy behind me too.
Distance spell makes it a range of. Oh, yeah.
It makes it a range of 10.
Yep.
Damn.
So then you might both make dex saves.
Yep.
That's one
Crap.
success,
Crap damage.
one failure.
Who succeeded?
Not half damage?
So you.
No, no damage.
Oh, if they fail, it's no damage?
Yeah. If they succeed, it's no
Or
damage.
succeed, my bad. So you run around the course of the lava, go stride around it with your agility. Then you use your special magic influencing powers and use your regular sword burst, but make it go at a larger range, hitting the captain, but the archer in front of you seems to dodge it.
He's like,
I just give him a smile. His turn is soon.
All right, and then Matt, your AC is
21.
Mahusa.
21.
I gotta take this a second.
Oh my lord, this guy is awful.
I mean, he's last in the initiative order.
So Alar, he has his long sword out and he makes 3 slashes. His first one is a bad miss, and then as though his confidence is shaken, you're not sure what's up with him, he slashes twice and ends up catching his leg both times.
I'm just gonna say, this is probably gonna be the easiest bounty out there,
Yeah.
and laugh at him.
All right,
Quite
so-
funny because I took all of the lowest bounties.
Yeah, I'm gonna move here.
This might be easier than that.
This dude, yeah. Nope.
That's a miss. You fire your first arrow and it just bounces off of
Yeah.
his armor.
Yeah, I do. I'll try it again.
Your second one also misses
Damn, he's got some
As it-
high AC.
as it clips his shoulder, but does not pierce his armor. Camathar. Oh,
okay.
sorry. Go ahead.
Draw my sword and hit this other dude from here. That way.
You have enough movement to get there?
Here? No. No, I don't. I was like here, so no.
All right. And
Oh,
Camathar.
okay.
Camathar will go. I think he automatically hits on bite if he has a target. Let's see. Vampire 5th edition.
Does Willows know that Camathar's a vampire yet?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
They had a talk.
You missed that.
They had a talk. It was great. Because I forgot that he wanted to talk to him alone, and we were outside and left him alone.
Yeah, that was
How
during
likely
the
is the
whole
chance
Fang
Camathar's
love
gonna
story
become...
thing. All that. Great.
Okay.
All right. So Camathar automatically hits
Great.
on his bite, which is helpful. For wow, almost max damage. Oh yeah, he just takes this guy down.
See, that's a 3d6 I wish I rolled last time.
I'm back.
That I rolled a 7.
He pierces his fangs into the guard, and he just sort of slumps to the ground. And then Camathar will run up to this guy, help you out, Isha, by slashing him and missing.
Missed and missed.
The soldier.
I have a question. Is that now, right?
Yeah.
That guy's down. Yeah. So the remaining soldier will attack you twice, Isha. What's your AC?
18.
Yeah, both miss. He brings out his hammer and tries to hit you twice, but both times it just clangs against your leather armor.
Those are the only ones that have actually been hit on our team, by the way.
Was I hit at all
Okay.
while I was gone?
No,
I don't think so. No.
No.
me
All
and
right.
Kenneth are the only ones that have been hit.
And what's your AC, Dragon Fang?
17.
Well, this guy's gonna draw out his dagger and try and slash you twice, and he misses epically both times. He just draws out his dagger. He's clearly not ready, but he like waves his dagger, and he's not impressed at all.
This guy's a marksman. Not somebody who likes up close and personal fighting.
Exactly. Isha, you're up.
We
Be
are going
surprised.
to.
You can ask Dragonfang that.
I guess
Melee on
I
the
will
day.
bonus action healing word Senna.
I still have 50. Okay, it's fine.
Oh, I know. She's not. Never mind.
I was just gonna do a level 1 healing word for 6.
Thank you.
And then we're just gonna hit the guy in front of me with the flame blade.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. It's actually really close to a crit too.
And that's it.
Oh. Alar, then you're up.
Okay. First attack's gonna be with this.
That'll hit. Unfortunately, you don't. Yeah.
It's a 12.
Then, my bonus action, I'm going to spend 2 key points
Uh
and do Flurry of Blows.
huh. Miss and epic miss.
Guess I'm not.
Roll for your damage. All right. So you do 3 damage to yourself. After your first strike misses, you go in for a second one, and he dodges out of the way, and you kind of pop your shoulder out of socket, and it hurts more than it should. And then you should have your other short sword attack. For roll your damage. Okay, and then frustrated, you try and
You
stab
got
him
minimum damage both times, by the way.
with your same arm that you kind of locked out of place. You slash down and hit your leg and do 4 damage to yourself.
I just realized that that's true. Every time I hit
Minimum
myself, I
damage
do
both
minimum
times.
damage.
Yeah. All right, Willis is up.
Again.
Okay, so that guy's dead.
Shite.
The
Very
one
dead.
Alar's on is the big bad, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna come up here. You're also a disgrace to the hammer. My accent is not that good today. Shoot, that's a level 5. Alright, I guess I'm just going to swing at this guy. If it's low, I'm gonna bump it. I'm gonna channel divinity
Alright, it'll hit anyways.
for plus 10.
Yep. Yeah, you just smack him with your hammer and he falls down.
Oh, he's actually down.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks
Then
guys.
I'm going
Now I can move my
to-
hunter's mark somewhere else.
Hold on. That was right here. Oh, so I can still get to there. Perfect. I forgot actually.
Either that one or that one.
And then I'm gonna use my War Priest strike to hit him again.
Alright.
Really?
Yeah, it misses.
Really?
As you bring down your hammer again, this archer just dodges back out of the way.
He's scared.
Oh, I totally
Very
forgot I've been needing to add divine strikes to these too. Facepalm. Well, that's my turn.
Go Dragonfang.
I look back at the guy behind me. It's like, oh, that's a shame. I was hoping to get him was well. Well, that's just unfortunate for you then. I say as I draw the heart of Astea in my main hand and a dagger in my off.
There we go. There's the blade. It glows with a slight white shimmer. That's gonna hit.
And I get sneak attack on that.
Oh my lord.
That should already be added, but I'll roll it.
Is it added? No, it's not.
No.
Wait, what?
No, it's not been added. You can.
Let's
And
make a macro for that.
yeah, I'll do that. And then, damn.
Damn.
That misses. Who did I cut out? Because I just cut out someone else, I think.
No, I said damn.
Yeah, I know. I think I cut someone out.
Initiative.
Of the initiative?
Yeah. Except for the
Okay.
captain. 1, 2,
Everyone
3,
went.
4, 5, 6. Okay. Weird. Alright then. Sonny, you're up.
Aw, sweet. You got that shit down there. I'm gonna go over here.
Hunter's Mark, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my rapier thing. This light longsword,
Oh, yeah.
affectionately named. Yeah. And I'll have a dagger in
Alright.
my offhand, I think.
You think.
Yeah, I think.
That will hit. Nice.
And
Lost a Slayer, yep. And Hunter's Mark.
yeah, and I'm gonna also add a 1d thing of fire damage, a 1d12 of fire damage.
Oh my, max damage.
Is
Is that guy incinerated yet?
Not quite. He's barely on his feet. You just kind of bring out your light
That's
long
my second attack. I haven't done my.
That will hit. So yeah, you bring out your light long sword and you slash at him through your cunning ranger abilities, deal quite a bit of damage, and then enhance it with your armor that incinerates him. Then you finish up with another strike that brings him down.
This was not their day.
No, it wasn't. I don't have. You're like, yeah, did something.
All right, Kamathar's up.
Kamathar's like, oh, well.
Kamathar will rush past you. He will strike twice, both hitting, for a total of 15 slashing. This archer is still up, though.
This archer's like, oh god, I picked the wrong side.
Yeah. A little bit.
All right, I need Kamathar, Willows, and Dragonfang to all make me a dexterity saving or a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh, no problem.
Here.
And you're a dwarf, right?
He's a halfling.
Halfling.
He's a halfling. Never mind then. You don't have anything special with it.
Damn it.
Poison.
Yep, definitely poison. Actually, I do. Hold on. I have advantage on saving throws against poison, and I'm resistant to poison damage.
Oh, all right. Then you're gonna have an advantage on it then.
Also,
Because
undead.
I am stout. Yeah, if it's
Oh,
poison,
I don't
Kamathar
think
doesn't have to do fuck all.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's immune.
No, he's not. Nope, not resistant or immune.
How? He's a
Really?
vampire.
Vampires are not immune to it. So,
Ignore
I
my
guess he's
second.
the only thing that's undead that's not immune to poison damage, by the way.
Like, so you can poison the vampire's blood supply.
You take max. Everyone else takes half.
nine.
So 9,
Wait, what?
4.
No,
You took
these
9
guys.
damage.
Oh.
Not
You
you,
took 9
Ayla.
damage, everyone else took half.
Oh, so I take
Saving throw?
No, you're fine.
2 damage. Yep,
I
so
Oh.
Oh,
take
you're
perfect.
fine.
I take 4 damage because false
And-
life.
Since the poison is near himself, he also gets infected. And he's barely standing.
I have a question. Where did this
Uh-huh.
poison come from? He like
Yeah, he
makes
takes it out.
poison?
He takes it out from his pack and throws it, smashes against the ground.
Oh, so is it like in the air if you go over there?
No, it quickly dissipates, but
And I guess we'll drop Fiery Blade, which will it'll disappear. And then we'll cast Poison Spray at him.
poor guy.
Already
if he
poison being
saves-
assaulted by more poison.
Did that show up, or did nothing happen?
If he saves, he doesn't take any damage, right?
Pretty sure, yeah.
I think. What's your spell save?
It's- 15.
Yeah, then he's
For some
down.
reason it's not showing up.
That's fine. He's down. He had 1 health.
Are they down or dead?
They're pretty dead. Well, you think you could probably get them back up? They're not like, you know.
Well, we should at least get information from one of them.
I'm gonna kick this guy in the head
This
That
guy's
doesn't
gone.
as I'm just like
Doesn't
walking
There
around.
it goes.
that doesn't help a guy that's bleeding out if you kick him in the head.
Now,
Okay.
I don't
because I
want
only
Now
need
it
this
works.
one
Oh,
guy's
there it goes.
head
Yeah, I don't understand.
No. If this is a bounty, you take them in alive.
It's a little too late
No,
for
there's
that.
plenty of
Actually,
bounties
we just need their
on
head.
dead. Yeah.
Well, it's like a wanted dead or alive thing.
I'm not
Perfect.
gonna allow them to kill them.
I'm gonna
Anything
pull
cool
out
in
my
the
hand
lava?
You
No,
guys need to
I'm
not.
before
You guys need to not talk all at once, or else I can't hear.
Well, before you go chopping that poor dude's head off, I was gonna ask, out of character, would we know that where they want, like, where would we be taking them if we were gonna take them alive for the bounty?
I believe you found them in Kesselis, but you could probably turn them in anywhere. You search the bodies; it's just basic supplies and a bit of money.
Ooh, money.
Fine.
Need money.
Yeah, he needs money.
If this man's alive, let the law
You find 22 gold
sort him out.
total.
We will not take it in our hands. We'll just bring him in.
So is this guy over here definitely dead?
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yep.
Said 22
too.
gold.
Yes.
So
This
having
is
a
the guy-
sort of
This
still
is the
having
guy.
a sort of standoff with Ayla right here.
Well, I'm not worried about the archer. I'm taking the captain's head.
And I'm not letting you do that.
Because
Damn.
Because they're all like they can all be stabilized.
no,
Meaning if
only
this
the
is
archer
running-
can be stabilized.
Only the archer.
Only the archer? Oh, well, my mistake. My bad. My mistake.
Not even the archer, because I kicked the
I'm-
archer in the head. He's probably dead now.
He's barely alive. Santa rescued him just in time.
Oh.
With that critical, I got him.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
I'll tie
is
this
there
guy up.
anything cool in the
Okay.
lava?
One at a time.
I'm gonna use my hand axe to chop off this guy's head.
Okay.
Hey, wait, what's his armor looking like?
His armor, it looks like regular plate.
Does it?
I'm also gonna look for anything specific on him.
Anything specific? What do you mean by that?
Anything that might be a clue as to why he was waiting there.
You
I mean,
notice
it
his
is a little
logo.
too late to ask him.
You notice that his logo sticks out. It's the logo of the Legacy. You know from everyone else that they informed you that the Legacy might be wanting to stop this whole transfer of stuff, of supplies.
I'm just gonna think to myself, wow, these guys are stupid. Usually you wait till the target's got the cargo.
You're guessing this is more a recon or a slowing down team than anything.
Worked.
I'm then gonna strip his armor off him and take the armor from everything else. You know, sell it in the next town, see what I can get for it.
It's pretty damaged and beat up, but you can try.
Scrap metal, yay.
Yeah, you can always sell scrap metal.
Yeah.
I'd imagine some places would take a very good amount for it, because then they can melt it down, and
Yeah.
depending on the quality of the metal.
So Senna, all the rest of them look pretty dead, especially the captain who got decapitated by a certain
Nah,
monk.
not them. I'm talking about my party
Oh.
members.
Kamathar looks a little scratched up, but you know you can't heal him. Actually, no, he gained necrotic health. He gained 16.
Yeah.
So he's back at max, actually.
Did anyone else take any damage? Or
None that we
Nope.
need to be concerned about.
yeah.
I took like 7 damage.
Alright. Yeah. I took the most damage along with Kamathar.
And I think at this point I've got like the highest AC, so...
Mm-hmm.
That max healing though. That archer should be fucking grateful.
Yeah. So I'm gonna call a quick 10-minute break.
I'm
Cool.
guessing nothing was cool in the lava.
No.
Are
Lava.
you actually looking in the
I would
lava?
imagine nothing cool is.
It's fucking lava. It's hot.
I mean, that's something Willows would do.
What, go fishing in lava?
No, go looking for something in the lava.
There were fish in the pond before. Who knows what could be in this one?
Dip my hand in, see what gets lucky.
I'm not dipping my hand.
Anyway,
Pull out a
Silly.
stump.
10 minute. Let's take a 10-minute break, guys.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that the art.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick, well, not a quick break, 10-minute break. Get yourself some popcorn, something to drink. What are you drinking tonight? I am wishing I had beer tonight. Been kind of a rough night, but we'll be back in 10-ish minutes. I gotta fix the thing real quick because I completely forgot about it, and then we'll see you guys in a bit. Whoops, that's not what I wanted.
Alright, so yeah, the archer
Isha,
is...
the random one.
And we're back.
Alright, so the archer's just kind of looking up at all of you. His wounds healed a little bit, but not much.
He's looking like, who the fuck did this?
He's tied up and staring up at all of you. Well, except for you, Willows.
Yeah.
We're looking like eye to eye. Yeah.
I'm gonna get down. Like, I'm not gonna kneel, but I'm gonna like squat down in front of him so he doesn't just strain his neck, because I'm not that tall anyway, so.
I will also kneel. I'm just going to turn his head towards mine.
Alright.
Hey there.
All right, buddy.
I thought that the potion wore off.
All right, buddy. You got off lucky here. I point at the captain and the other 2 dead bodies. You could have ended
I'm
up
gonna
like...
pull out the captain's head and hold it by the hair.
Alright, and then I point up at the head. You could have ended up like that guy. Now,
Oh, thanks. That's
we left
great.
you alive.
Mhm.
We left you
Love
alive
it.
for... We left you alive for a reason. We could use some information. And...
Half orc.
Say what? Half orc.
I was asking what race.
And if you cooperate, you never know. We might put in a good
let's-
word for you in Kesselis. I'm gonna roll persuasion.
And it is a female half orc.
Oh. Well.
Oh, hold on there.
I thought we weren't gonna have to deal with this when the bard left.
I'm gonna grab him by the back of his shirt and start
It's
dragging
a
him off.
woman.
What? My internet's being a bit trash right now because, as you know, the common occurrence,
Yeah, nothing new there.
needs to settle.
Must be one-sided because you sound fine.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing new. Of course, it's fine for the break, but we hop back in and it becomes absolute garbage. Alright, it's going down.
So I get advantage on that because of the captain's head.
You're gonna have to type
Type what?
what you're trying to do because I can't understand anything.
That's weird.
Okay,
because,
now I'm back. Okay, now.
Yeah, we even hear you just fine, so that's pretty weird.
Yeah. I was just saying. Did you not hear anything I said from before?
Like vaguely.
I was basically saying
really get a lot of it.
she's lucky to be alive. She could have ended up like her companions, and I point at the captain's head, especially him. And if you want things to stay that way, maybe if you're a bit cooperative, just tell me some information, and we might put in a good word for you at Kesselis. And I rolled that.
Okay. So I got from that is, if you want to stay alive, give us information, be cooperative, and if you're really good, we might even put in a good word for you.
Yeah, so they don't kill you immediately as soon as we bring you into Kesselis,
Yeah, alright. So I will roll charisma save. Give her advantage because she's pissed, but she fails. She'll kind of stare at you as like, what do you want to know? It depends.
Well, how many more ambushes should we be expecting?
She shrugs and says, I don't know.
I'm gonna sit down right in front of her and start basically playing puppets with the captain's head and one of the skulls I have.
She says, the guy who probably knew all that, your buddy's playing with over there, so,
I'm gonna
Not
knock
my problem.
Taylor
I'm
over
gonna-
because he just got up in front of me because I was standing there. I'm gonna knock him over now.
I'm going to turn the captain's head to me and look at it and say, do you know what she's talking about? And then I'm going to pantomime, no.
I squeeze the bridge of my nose, and I let out a deep sigh.
Can I go
Please.
sit in the carriage?
Please ignore him.
I'm going to go sit in the carriage.
Damn it!
How about
The best
Could
strength
you
roll I've ever
could
rolled
you
in my
tell me
entire
what you-
life.
could you tell me what you do know then?
I know that I'm pissed.
Aside from that, that's clear. And maybe you
I'm
should
gonna
call.
pipe up that I can solve her pissed problem.
How?
I
Backslap
I
right now.
I just like glare over at him. Like I put a hand up towards him. I just send spark between my fingers and I put my hand back down. As I was saying, could you tell us what you do know aside from that? And maybe you could
Gonna
calm
have to
down.
be specific there, buddy.
All right. But first, maybe calm down. It's a shame to see such a pretty face so angry.
I'm going to proceed to stick the head and skulls in my backpack, get up, and start dragging him away by his collar. I will make
Whoa, whoa,
a strength
whoa, whoa.
check.
Whoa!
But
What are you
flirting
fucking
with you
doing?
just-
Who are
Flirting
you
with
trying to
the-
drag away?
The person.
Dragon
Uh,
King?
No, not the person.
The guy you killed.
Dragon
My
Fang.
brain on.
That has no
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, who
Alright.
are you dragging away?
Dragon Fang,
apparently.
you.
So
Oh,
As-
what would I make then? I guess acrobatics.
Strength save. It's a contest of strength.
wait, so you're tearing away the
in a
archer.
strength save. You can use either.
No,
you
just
can
use the
either,
dragon.
can't you?
Oh my, no.
You can use your first stat. I
Oh.
thought.
Fang, just
It's strength save.
All right.
It is, so you guys get absolutely nowhere.
All right. As they're
I-
playing tug of war with these people, I am going to.
Well, with their selves, but yeah.
I'm
Calm
still
emotions.
standing.
Hold.
Oh, okay.
Okay, one at a time.
Before I started talking to her, it was nothing. I'm casting that
Calm emotions on her. Or
on
everyone.
everybody. Everybody needs to calm the
Each is
fuck
over
down.
in the carriage.
Everybody in this
Dragon
I
area.
don't actually. I don't have any strong emotions.
Yeah,
I'm just
my
dragging
expression
him
doesn't
off.
change.
Well,
Y'all are.
and
Okay,
her.
so she is now more indifferent
Yeah.
toward the group instead of angry.
and I'm gonna approach her as they're playing fucking tug of war with each other and the dead body.
I'm more ignoring Alar. I'm just.
I'm gonna.
Okay, for explanation, they're not tug of war with the dead body. Alar is trying to drag Dragon Fang away. Dragon Fang is protesting.
Oh. Well, that makes a lot more sense. Okay,
Yes.
well, either way, as they're playing tug of war with themselves, doing fuck all, I'm gonna pull out a roll and just walk up to her. Here, have a roll. Now, I'm sorry, these guys are kind of idiots.
You
and-
just lay it on her because she can't move her hands.
I almost
yeah,
imagine
come
Willow's
here.
just
Here.
standing there feeding her.
Okay.
have a roll. Would you like a bite?
Oh,
They're really quite good.
sure.
I'll kind of put it up to her mouth so she can have a bite. So,
She'll take a bite.
these guys are kind of rough and tough, and well, frankly, they tend to overdo things a bit. So don't mind them. Look, I'm a cleric, Chantal. I won't let them hurt you. But we're going to have very stern words, and I'm going to glare over at them. I'm actually going to roll.
I had
into-
no intentions of hurting her
You're
at all.
talking,
I'm more
talking
towards
about
Matt,
No.
Alar.
Matt.
But-
Just Matt.
Look, I won't hurt you. We just want some information, and then, of course, we can't let you go. But we will take you to the nearest town, and the authorities can decide what to do. But it would really definitely help us out if you told us everything you knew.
That's supposed to be a
You're
persuasion.
gonna. I think it was intimidation to Matt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Persuasion. She says, I've told your buddy this. You're gonna have to be specific about what you want to know.
Okay, first off, why are you guys attacking us? We have nothing of
You're
value.
you're associated with the sisters. I don't know if you pay attention to the politics around here, but we don't exactly get along.
Well, that is true, but we're only mildly affiliated. I'm not even 100% sure what we're doing out here, to be honest. But that's
Doesn't
fair.
matter.
That's a fair reason to attack.
We've got to get through you to get to the cart.
Well, what's in the cart?
Or carriage.
It's so special.
Well, we're stopping it before it can get to Castellus, or at least attempting to.
Oh. Well, that's perfect. You can do your job. You've stopped us for a short time, and now we can take you to Castellus. I hear it's a great city. But, unfortunately, I won't be able to tie you up. Or I won't be able to untie your hands, but if there's anything else you would like to tell us, I will put in a very good word that you are very cooperative and,
Not even near Castellus yet.
maybe these captains, maybe the captain forced you to do some of this against your will, you know what I'm saying? And a wink.
She says, "You bring me to Castellus, they're going to kill me."
Except
Oh,
aren't
okay,
we
well-
closer to
Well,
Demoria?
not Castellus,
Yeah,
Demoria first. I don't know.
You
this
bring me
area
to
well,
Demoria,
but-
they're going to kill me twice as hard. Demoria isn't exactly known for being forgiving to the Legatus.
Well, how about Resolus then? Or is that Castellus? That is Castellus.
That's Castellus.
Okay.
Well, what city would treat you fairly well?
The map. That's a K, isn't it?
Surely there's one city that your people are not hated.
Apply 5 O's to Lake of Fire.
She's just like, maybe Drine?
Okay.
Kind of shrugs a little bit.
Well, when we are done doing what we're doing, we can take you to Drine for quote.
Good luck with that. And she kind of like looks over to the sister who's driving the carriage.
Yeah, you're not getting away with this. This person's gonna die either by our hand or their hand. Out of character.
Tell you what, I'll even put my oath on it. If you are harmed, I will be harmed as well, and I'm gonna cast warding bond on her.
Okay, it's a K. Oh, that's
No.
My bad. Now I figured it out. Warning bond. Ooh.
As long as we are linked, well, any harm that comes to you shall come to me, and then any harm that comes to you, I will have to deal with accordingly.
Alright. Alrighty then.
So let's be going, and I will just kind of awkwardly pick her up and carry her back to the thing. Carriage.
Alrighty.
Okay.
It's just
Do
the
I need to roll?
sister
I
looks
was just
a bit
literally
annoyed.
just standing there, just
And I will specifically
And that
tell the
happened.
sister, she is under my protection. Any harm you do to her will be done to me, and we will have words. She will be taken
She
to
rolls
Drine.
her eye. She rolls her eyes and is like, whatever.
not sure which words, but words. You wanted him to do what?
Just alright, yeah. I'm assuming everyone gets back to their normal positions.
Yep.
Oh,
Just sitting on
right.
top of the carriage.
Demoria. Where did I put this one at?
You guys want me to keep playing the lyre?
No. I saw what you rolled for it.
I'm gonna
Oh, you
walk
played
up
the
to him and
lyre?
say,
You're really thankful I didn't notice.
Where did I put Demoria? Where is this map?
I'm pretty sure it's to the
Harry.
west.
Demoria's top
Hearing
left.
Isha's awful lyre playing, I'm gonna try and one up them.
I'm talking. Oh, there it is.
Oh dear.
Okay. No, I meant like I have like paper maps of each of the cities, so I at least have like a basic idea what they look like.
Interesting.
So you guys head into Demoria. And as you get there, it's about midday. It's a very plain city, and the carriage driver asks if you want to stop or just go around.
There's a what in the city?
I'm gonna pipe up and
Carriage
say,
driver.
stop.
All right,
Why?
stops the carriage and allows you to get out if you wish.
I'm gonna head to the town hall.
Oh boy.
I'm not.
with my backpack slung over my shoulder.
Alrighty.
I'm staying on top of the carriage.
Yeah, you guys can stay there. Some of the people seem interested in why you're there, but they don't approach.
I'm still playing my lyre.
Okay.
So
Better
he's
than
allowed
Asia.
to play his lyre.
The sister of Vire just kind of... She'll look over at you every now and again. She doesn't say anything, though.
I mean, he's on top of the carriage. She's gonna have to get off the carriage to look up at him. Correct.
Oh, yeah. She's going to have to listen whether she wants to or not.
Yep.
I mean, she was the only one who had the bear witness to that 7 wolves from my lyre.
Oh, yeah.
World.
She looked pissed when you approached her, but then when Dragon Fang started playing, she was kind of like, ugh. More indifferent than pissed.
Seeing
Anyways.
Senna try to climb on the on top, I'm just going to scoop her up, fly up, and set her on top.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Little
I was
helping
just
hand
gonna
for
give
you.
her a boost, but okay, that breaks 2.
The sister of ours kind of rolls her eyes. Anyways, on to the town hall. Alar, you head to the town hall and you kind of give it a gentle knock. When you open it, there is a drow in a secretary uniform behind the door.
I'm gonna look at her and go, "Yeah, I'm here to collect a bounty."
Oh, well, then let me take you to Jax. I'm sure he'll be delighted. All right. So she leads you through the town hall past, various rooms until you get to a nice grand room. It looks almost kind of like a sheriff's office toward where his room is. And she sort of gently knocks on it and you hear a very like an older man go, "What is it? What is so important?"
I'm just gonna put the backpack in front of me with the top open and just have my hand
It's-
stuck in it.
It's not open. But I'm assuming that's what you're getting ready for?
Yeah.
You're anticipating when the door opens?
Mhm.
Okay. She's just like, "There's someone here for you," and he's like, after a few moments of silence, he responds, "Fine, come in." She gently opens the door, and you see Jax working on some paperwork. You can tell that he is an older dwarf, male. He looks surprisingly tall for a dwarf. He's about 4'5".
Is there an empty spot on the desk that he's working at?
It's absolutely filled with paperwork. It's not organized at all. It's messy all over the place. Some of his paperwork's on the ground. He's just scribbling through stuff and then tossing it aside.
I'm gonna walk up, pull the head out of the bag, and hold it in front of him.
He looks up and is like, it just kind of takes off his glasses, stares at it a bit. "What do you have there, sonny boy?"
I'm just gonna tilt the head, turn the head so it's looking at me, and look at it for a second, and then look at him and say, "Well, it's Nadrith Mulkin, or well, was."
Is, eh? Gotta say, I'm impressed.
It kind of looks like he went in by himself and did it because nobody else went with him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's like, Mulkin, he was a tough bastard.
I mean, for the most part, Alar did just tank the captain guy by himself.
I hit him once with Hunter's Mark,
Mulkin was a bit of
I
a
know.
tough bastard, but
and so did
he
Dragon.
went down like the rest of them will eventually do. Appreciate the tenacity, kid. Been too busy dealing with the crime around here to send out a force after him, but so I thank you for that. Why don't you have some
I'm
gold for your...
gonna look at this sheriff and say, to be honest, he found me. He just
Well,
ended up this
regardless,
way at the end of it.
have some gold and a drink for your troubles. He brings out a bottle of wine and hands it to you. Looks like fine wine. And then he passes you a small pouch filled with 75 gold pieces.
That's not a whole lot for the top guy and the bounties.
Oh, where'd you get the bounty from?
What was that place?
Drying.
Kesselis.
Was it Kesselis? I thought we got
Yeah,
him.
that's
Yeah,
where
it's
you guys
Kesselis.
got all your bounties from.
Oh yeah.
He's when you tell him it's Kesselis, he just sort of laughs like, "It's only a Kesselis. It's only a Kesselis bounty. No wonder. I mean, we have the real ones stuck around here somewhere. I don't quite know where they are."
I'm asking him if he knows who the top bounties are.
He kind of scratches his head and looks around. He's like, "I couldn't tell you honestly. It's been a while since I've looked at them. I'll ask my secretary to look through all this eventually and find it."
I'm just going to look at him and say, well, guess you're missing out on a good bounty hunter then. Start walking out.
Just let me know if you're ever
I'm
interested more in the future.
I am going to turn around and look at him and ask, can I have his head?
You're asking what?
For the head.
I'm going to
Oh, yeah.
turn around and I can keep the head.
Says, by all means. And he picks it up and tosses it to you.
I'm going to try to catch it.
Yeah, you catch it midair.
I'm going to stick it in
Pretty
the
easily.
back again. Close the backpack, throw it over my shoulder, and walk out.
Alright, so back at the carriage, the sister's just kind of sitting there, just rather bored, like, why did I allow him to go into town? Ugh.
Couldn't have allowed him to go into town, but he already walked out before I could say anything. From the top of the carriage.
Probably the only person that would have had a chance of catching me is,
It's Dragon Fang.
yeah.
If you were running,
And
you
me,
didn't say you were running.
because I don't have to follow roads.
That's true.
She takes a deep breath and kind of looks up at you. So, how's it going?
Oh. Bandit attacks. Pretty good.
Another day on the job. See a lot of bandits out here.
There's
least
not a
I
lot
do.
of wildlife out here, though. How they get
Yeah.
all their supplies? They just take them off of slurs and
out-
whatnot?
Travelers out further towards the mountains. There's a bit more wildlife. It's not great, but it's something. And I'm sure if Drine can supply water, then they've found some place that they can keep themselves satisfied. Somewhere out there.
I will say it makes me miss the lush jungles of my home.
Jungle before.
Jungle, you said?
I
I thought you were in a desert.
Might be a nice change of scenery.
I used to live in a
I've got work.
coast.
Ooh.
Sea breeze. Never too hot. The winter, though.
Sounds lovely. You just kind of mentioning all these places that aren't, the middle of smack dab lava wasteland, and just
Man.
kind of like she just starts like looking off into the distance, like as though she's dreaming about those places.
I don't know. I don't know if I would prefer this place to stay. It was just a frozen wasteland. Kind of like the exact opposite of this, except there wasn't a giant.
Astea. Oh yeah, Astea. Yes, I remember. Some noble from there visited like a few years ago. Some guy called Wintervale or something like that.
What?
I think that was his name.
This would be a perfect time to just look over and say, yeah, he's dead now.
No. Hey, someone else take over this conversation. Someone's calling me downstairs.
So I said,
Wintervale. Can't say I'm too familiar.
Oh, I heard him.
Yeah. I didn't really know.
I think Willos is the only one who can legitimately say he didn't know Wintervale.
Yeah.
I
He's
didn't know
like-
him well.
He
I didn't know
says,
him at all.
or she says, either way, I didn't know him too well either. I just vaguely remember it because Avire was very pleased to be meeting him. She'd just become queen of the land. And
Oh yeah, I can imagine being all happy being in charge and stuff.
yeah. And Ulrich was visiting, and it was a big deal. And she brings it up as a fond memory.
Lovely. Anyone who likes Ulrich must be a nut job. Out of
Dragonfang's
character.
eyes kind of
Out of
Dragonfang's
character.
eyes kind of raise a bit because he didn't know Ulrich's last name. He only knew him by Ulrich.
We told you that he was Winterfang. Or,
Yeah, I'm
Winterfell.
assuming you would know at this point. I just like the reaction to anyone who likes Ulrich. It must have been absolutely bonkers.
Especially since
He was, aside from being crazy and evil, he was a good guy.
to be fair, Laurelin was absolute
make people think
bonkers,
he
so it
was a good
fits.
guy.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, I said to be fair, Laurelin was absolute bonkers, so it fits.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamathar, you ever figure out how you did that wolf thing?
So tired of this monk wandering off.
You know,
Hey,
he runs pretty fast. Maybe we should just leave him. He'll catch up. He runs like a horse anyway.
Fang, what's your favorite
Yeah.
color?
Mine?
Yeah.
I don't know. Never really had one. I guess green.
Oh, green's mine as well. How about you, Willis?
What? Sorry.
What's your favorite color?
Oh, the greens of the sea by far.
I guess that's green.
Well, the sea's
What
more
about
blue,
you,
but
Dragonborn
they
lady?
call it the
What?
green sea, so I don't know. That's a head scratcher.
You know, Willis, I'm half tempted to agree with you and leave the monk, but I don't. Part of me thinks, part of me knows he'll just cause more trouble.
And you guys notice that Alar is eventually coming into view again toward the carriage.
Oh, I thought we were waiting for Lover to come back.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought that's why we were stalling.
I'm just saying that it's coming into view.
Oh, good. We can leave. He'll catch up.
What's the name? I asked the driver lady her name.
Oh, you asked her name.
Yeah, well, we're just bored sitting here waiting.
Where is it in my notes? I just had it a moment ago. Where the heck is? There it is. Zenrish is her name. She tells you.
What's her favorite color?
She just kind of points at her scales. And she is a red dragonborn.
I'm back. Sorry. What happened?
Okay.
Just kind of
Nothing but
chatting.
some awkward conversation waiting for Ayla.
Yeah.
Sorry. My mom just got back with the Taurus. Entire passenger side window's gone.
Oh.
Damn.
The mirror's gone. Totaled the car. There's deer hair stuck in the door handle. It's great.
Ooh, that doesn't sound fun.
Wait, is this the name of the person who's driving us?
Yes. Because we were
Zenrish
bored.
Zambabaduris.
I was asking people their favorite color.
I'm gonna say her name is Zen. All right.
Hey, what's your
Zen,
favorite color,
What's my
Senna?
favorite color?
Yeah.
I'll get back to you on that. Just avoids the question.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that
Taylor comes back.
that Alar gets back onto his perch on top of the.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should probably get down then.
You climb down back next to Zenrish. I'm gonna roll something.
Oh no.
Ooh. All right then. All right, and the ride continues down to Cassilis.
Time of day is it?
It's getting toward night. As
Are we gonna have
as-
to stop the carriage because she can't see at night?
It doesn't look like it. It's not like super dark. It's like getting toward night.
But we're just leaving the Moria.
So you guys begin to leave.
How long does your bond thing, your ward last Willows?
And it lasts an hour, but it doesn't seem
Yeah.
like Zen is interested in killing her. You notice that Zen is comparatively compared to like most of the sisters that you've seen, lightly armed. She has a short sword instead of a long sword. Her armor is a little bit thinner, more like an archer than it is a
So more of a
knight.
squire, probably.
Yeah.
More of a carriage driver.
Smart ass.
As
chauffeur.
as she rides along, she seems to just kind of grow bored, as you assume she does on most long rides,
Mhm.
I like her.
because she grows bored. Gotcha.
Has perspective.
And eventually, she just lets out a long sigh and like leans against you, Senna.
Willow's just had a really bad idea.
Sadly, we can't see this from the back, can we?
Not really.
Darn it.
Yeah, it's all fine and dandy. I don't particularly like being touched by people I don't know very well.
I wave my tail down like in front of Sid's face so let her know I'm looking.
She just looks to everyone's like, nonsense. We've been riding for like almost a full day now. Come on. Like practically buddies.
She kind of just like squeegees as far away as possible, but you know, since they're on a seat in the front,
There's not a lot of room.
I don't know how I feel about this. So there's a tail in my face now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morse code, get me out of here.
Just yank on the tail twice and you'll get pulled up.
Yank on the tail. No.
Ow!
Why
I'm
would you
just
do
gonna
that?
lean over the side,
I'm not gonna yank
grab
on it.
Cinna by the back of her
Oh god.
clothes, and lift her up to the roof.
Roll
my God.
strength with disadvantage. Yeah, no, it's not enough to lift her away.
I'm not that heavy, but you know,
It's not like,
it's because he's in an awkward position.
yeah, the two of them are in an awkward position. It's not like Zen is actively like pulling her down or anything. It's just she just kind of has Senna in an awkward position.
Okay, I'm going to kneel. I'm intentionally changing positions to try to
Okay.
lift her up again. You're
Alright.
kidding me.
Yeah, no, you keep on trying to pull her and you make some progress. And then eventually she just kind of gets the hint. She just kind of gets the hint and just goes back to her normal upright position.
All right, I'm gonna awkwardly
sure
stand
are
up
friendly
and
here.
try and climb up on top now.
I'm just gonna say in Elvish, no need to be so rude about it.
Me?
To who?
It was to Alar.
No.
I'm gonna look at him, just Shrug.
This can
Well, it was nice talking to you, Zenith. Just climb up. Zenrith.
wish.
I'm calling it Zen.
Thanks. You can roll dexterity, or well, no, you're climbing, so strength or athletics if you're proficient with it.
Just how big is the top of this, or how big is the carriage, anyways?
It's gonna help Cinna out.
It's pretty big. All right, you have advantage, Cinna. It's a pretty sturdy carriage. You guys have enough.
Shit don't work that way. I am not that strong.
So yeah, you try
I'll
and
help
pull
her.
your. Okay, Alar, you just get bored of this, and as she's trying to climb up, you grab onto her wrist and pull her up.
It's like she's flying.
So Senna, you find yourself probably a little bit worried as you're quickly zoomed up to the top, launch in the air a little bit, and then fall right down on the carriage top.
Thank you.
I imagine that's
Camathar,
thug. Huh?
Camathar kind of like looks up and is like, "What's going on?"
What was that?
I have
what was
no
that?
idea.
The guy's
But-
inside, like, the fuck is going on?
It's like, could be anything. But back to the matter at hand. I spy with my little eye.
And they all start, like, climbing up on top, like...
As Isha starts doing that, since I was just awoken from a nap, I'm gonna cast silence and go back to sleep.
Now no one can hear anything.
You have to make a save.
Yeah, it is a save, I'm pretty sure.
No, silence isn't a save.
Yeah, it is.
Not?
No, it's not.
Nope. Nope, it's not.
Oh, so then I
just
can't move.
dispelled magic,
No,
so...
can't cast Dispel Magic because I can't do the verbal component.
Right.
So that doesn't work.
So I'm gonna
Correct.
at least get 10 minutes to fall back to sleep.
Yeah. While this happens,
However,
Camathar,
it is concentration.
Yeah,
I
so
just have to
eventually
do
when...
a couple of times.
falls
when I-
asleep, it'll end. is
Yeah,
what
when I
he's
fall
saying.
asleep,
Yeah.
it'll end.
Camathar's groaning immediately ends. As you can no longer hear anything. No one can hear anything, or say anything, or whenever you guys try to
I feel
talk,
like
you
this
don't hear
would
any
freak
sound.
the driver.
Right. I'm going to attempt to do eyes spy with my little eye with Tamthar using hands only.
Oh my lord.
So Zenrish is quiet, and so quiet that she doesn't even realize that no sound is being made. Camathar is going to check on what's going on. And he's going to climb onto the top.
I look very disappointed as I try to make sparks appear in my hands.
Oh, Camathar is good at athletics, so he quickly climbs up to check. Well, climbs out of the carriage and up to like the driver's area. Zenrish, it wasn't expecting this, and just kind of freaks out for a moment and yells, but you can't hear anything because silence. And then he just
I
kind
just
of
imagine I'm laying down calmly, just head on my cloak, sleeping.
yeah. So he kind of
Or-
shushes her, and then he'll try and climb up again. Nope. He'll just kind of slump back down next
Does
to.
anyone else see him struggling?
You can roll perception.
Depends. What side of the
I
carriage
probably
is
see
he?
it.
Because you don't hear him struggling.
Yeah, you can see that.
Hold on, I wanna.
Yeah, you see him kind of struggling.
I lean up to I lean up to the side of the carriage that he's on, and I just squat down and look at him with a blank expression.
With a what expression?
A blank expression.
Yeah.
I was gonna go over and try and help him up.
All right, then roll. He'll get advantage then.
Please don't let me try and pull him up. I'll fall off the carriage and die.
That's just enough for him to climb up. So he finally gets up.
top.
Yeah, there's a party on
There's
top.
a party on top. He's like, I'm leaving Aisha with her odd game of
Yeah,
this
he's
act.
he kind of smiles a bit now, free from Aisha, and just kind of falls back on the.
Well, now I'm alone in the back, and it's boring.
You're not alone. You have Willis and that
Yeah, but
door.
he's boring. So can I go climb up into the front with
Zenra,
Zenwish? Yeah, Zenwish.
this is the biggest game of Chinese fire drill ever.
All right. So it becomes night, and Zenrish continues to drive, and eventually the silence wears off, and she's like, she does it quietly, so it's armored, so you can't really hear inside Isha /
Well, I climbed out to the front.
Oh, you climb out next to her. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the one sitting next to her now. Who else is on the roof?
Then she will do the same thing that she did to Senna, and gently lean against you.
And about
And
this
of
time, you
course,
start
I-
hearing some snoring from the back.
It's very light. It's muffled because it's armored.
I think you should roll a 1d20 to see how loud it is.
That's fine. You can.
Now I'm going to ask her if she's tired. And standard response to this stuff.
Well, a little bit.
I'm just a wee halfling. I don't snore very loud.
I'm just a little tired, but I'm fine. I made longer trips than this. You can get some sleep though. She kind of announces up to the group, "You guys can get sleep if you want. I should be fine. We should be in Kessless by early morning. Probably best if you get some rest now."
I want to incite the DM.
Can't incite me. You asleep, boy.
Well, standard passenger driver procedure. I'll stay up with the driver. We can switch later.
All right. Isha, or who is anyone else deliberately staying awake for the entire night? Kamathar is.
The entire night? Well, yeah, Kamathar is a fucking vampire. I mean, not particularly. I trust Kamathar.
All right.
Lean against Kamathar
Still
and fall asleep.
Chilling up. Yeah, we're
Oh, you
both
will?
leaned up against
Yeah.
Kamathar.
Oh,
One on
he's
each
just
side.
kind of like, oh.
Does Alar lead up as well and go to sleep?
No.
It's completely-
No, I'm.
He can
I
trance.
specifically said exactly where I'm laying and tramping just like that
Yeah.
for 4 hours, and then I'm going to be
Oh.
up for 16.
Why?
Before
actually,
I fall asleep,
20.
I'm going to crawl up to the front of the carriage. I'm going to pull up my lyre, point at it, point at Isha, then point at my eyes.
Look, I made the deal with you. I won't do it this night. Yeah.
Dragonbane will just nod and he'll return to leaning up against Kamathar and fall asleep.
It just close. It's the only time
The
I get to
fact
practice
that-
it though is when we're all sleeping.
The fact
should
that
do it.
nobody has actually set fire to it is amazing.
What?
I have the ability to set
The
fire
fact
to
that
it.
nobody has set fire to
heard setting
Isha's
fires.
lyre.
Oh, yeah, setting fire to it.
Well, it's amazing no one has chained you down to a log. But we just
I
do.
want to point out, it wouldn't matter if I was chained down. I can just shadow step out of it.
True.
Not if we made it light.
So,
You need shadow. That shit. And
alright.
Is that a
So-
long rest then?
Yeah, everyone who went to bed gets a long rest. Isha, roll me a 1d20.
10.
It's good roll right in the middle.
Solid, and it's cool.
Alrighty. Isha, what's your AC?
18.
Alright, thank you.
I'm sure it's just for he keeps forgetting it and it was from earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I incite the DM?
Nah, it'll be fine.
Believe the DM. Nope.
You don't figure out anything. Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't have
the
that.
fuck.
Oh! Whoops! I didn't mean to roll that out in the open.
Is it thunder based?
Isha is a
Is it lightning based? I mean,
So, during the dead of the night, Isha, you suddenly get pierced by 4 arrows.
Oh.
Yeah, Alar's
Yeah,
right.
you're
for
awake.
4 hours.
Yeah, Alar, you're awake. You just noticed 4 arrows just suddenly hit Isha. So hold on.
For 81 point of damage.
So you're gonna take 36 damage,
Oh.
and so the next ones I'm gonna go at
Reaction to scream.
yeah.
Reaction to scream.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
The other ones are going at Zenrith, if I can.
I'd rather use my action to hide behind Zen.
Senna's on top.
Reaction.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather use
Where'd I
my
put-
reaction to
where
hide
am I?
behind Zen.
Hold on. Where I put Zen's name? Making sure that I actually spell it right. Where'd it go? Well, apparently I'm just not gonna find it. Hold on. Where is it?
So it's unfortunate, Aisha. You flip those numbers, that's my health.
So Zen, who has that much health, decided, gets pierced with 3 arrows, one which specifically pierces really far deep into her armor.
Armor piercing arrows, amazing. Useless against me.
And she takes 32 damage and sort of slumps against you, Isha.
Oh, she's dead. GG.
Do
I hear like moans
you can
or
roll-
screams
you can
or
roll
anything
a-
from the back?
Oh yeah, no. There's a quick scream before it's quickly silenced. Isha, you can roll a medicine check if you wish.
Woo! Something I'm actually good at.
All right, Isha, you don't think that Zen is dead yet. However, if you don't act quickly, she could die of bleeding out.
Can I do something from the back?
Right,
Yeah, you wake up.
this is a
We're
horse-drawn
awoken.
carriage, right?
Alright.
Right?
What?
This is
Yeah.
a horse-drawn carriage.
Yes.
Do I need to take the reins from her?
If you heal her, you might not have to. So you guys look into the darkness.
Those of us with amazing dark vision, you know.
Yeah. And you guys notice that there are people Dragonfang, you notice that there are people scrambling away quickly.
I don't.
Would I know the general area of where the arrows came from? at least?
Yeah, they came
That's
from the
fine.
sides of the road.
How far away are they?
They're quickly getting past 120 feet.
Just getting past, or they're right about?
They've
Can
just
Dragonfang tell?
you really can't tell the full distance in the dark.
group?
Actually, you only have 60 feet of dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Then you don't see them in the darkness. You kind of vaguely make out figures that you think are roughly 120 feet away.
Ow!
All right, so I can hear distressing calls. I'll slide up into the front.
Oh, I need to make a perception check, apparently. My bad.
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys notice that Zen is, bleeding out.
Yeah, I'll cast a level 3 cure wound on her, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Level 2 cure wounds or
3.
Level
Oh.
3.
Can I
That's,
use one of my
19.
Warhammer charges on that?
Huh?
I think it's only my healing.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's only my
Zen
healing.
gently comes awake with arrows in her armor, and she's leaned up against you, and obviously
Who
knows
has
that you.
arrows in her armor?
Yeah, and she obviously figures out that you are the one that healed her, and she quickly just kind of like looks at you like you saved me.
Yes, I need you to keep driving. There's people shooting arrows at us.
Talking the business.
There's
Oh.
people shooting arrows at us. I don't want to die here. I'm too pretty to die.
Gonna
She
ask, are you guys okay? Pops heads down.
Yeah,
She-
I think so.
Did we have a
She-
long
she-
rest, technically, or no?
Yeah, you guys technically had a long rest. She kind of like looks at up to you, Sen, and then back to Isha. Is like, I'm okay now.
Oh dear.
I poke my head out just to see her reaction.
Like heads just poking up over the side. Bop, bop, bop. You okay? Do you need some healing or
I've already been healed.
no?
I'll
There
be
it is.
fine for a little while.
I
Can I
basically,
reach up
I
and
basically tell
cast?
Alar they're over.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hold
I
on.
basically,
I was gonna ask if I could reach up and cast Stone Skin on her.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. That just gives her resistance, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
and I
then-
basically tell Alar that the figures are long gone by now.
I can move faster than those figures.
Yeah, but we can't see them. They're past 120. And we
You
only have
also-
60 feet of dark vision.
Alar, you do
I
notice.
point-
You do quickly notice that in terms of the arrows, not every one hit, and there were a total of 16 arrows that embedded themselves either into people or into the carriage.
Man, that was a horrible hit ratio then.
2 volleys.
They're at the extent of their
Therefore, that would
range.
mean about 8 arrows a volley.
They hit almost 50%.
So yeah, they're
7 out
probably
of 16.
way outside of their range.
120 is the farthest you can go with a longbow.
150 is longest.
No, longbow. Yeah,
Is it?
longbow
So
can
without
go
being
over,
disadvantaged.
yeah.
150 is maxed without disadvantage,
Oh, okay.
Is it?
and then 600 if you have sharpshooter with max without disadvantage.
Shit, hey, guess what I got, guys?
Sharpshooter.
Yeah.
If only it was daytime, you could just keep shooting at 'em.
You're
Oh,
just
well.
like, I see
Oh,
you
yeah.
little bastards.
Just mowing them down,
Don't worry, it'll come in handy at some point, I'm sure.
Someday. It's not affected by half cover and 3/4 cover, so.
Yeah, that helps
Yep.
too.
Oh,
You can
Yeah, but I don't
use
think
that
we
to deal
actually
more
use
damage, and you
cover.
never do.
no, I use cover.
Sometimes.
Cover.
Either way,
I once pinned somebody with an arrow through their foot. Only thing you could see it from the corner.
So I guess I'm going to look into the darkness and see what I don't see
Yep.
as we're
see?
traveling
I'm
along.
gonna ask in with just keep driving. Maybe at a faster pace.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep a running perception check. That's pretty bad.
I'm gonna look at Dragon Thing. And I'm gonna say the 2 of us could hop on my horses, and then, if need be, we can chase after.
Just wants to get
That sounds like it could work out for the best.
I'm gonna hop back onto the horse.
Wait, what are you doing?
Would I have to make an acrobatics check to try to land on
No.
its back?
No.
What are you
By
guys
the way,
doing?
the carriage is still moving.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
You know, if there is like 16 people out there, are you sure it's genius to go attack them in the night with only 2 of you heading out?
Oh, if they're heading out,
Between
I'm gonna head out.
Dragon Fang and myself, let's see, I've got 21 AC. He can hit extremely hard. I've got Sentinel as well. And I can teleport away if need be.
Yeah,
That's
and
not
then you
counting
just
if they
leave
don't have
one
more
person.
people.
Yeah.
Or
If
if they
it's a
decide to
trap.
strike while you're out.
Don't worry, Cammy. If they're going, I'm going. So we're good. We got plenty here.
I'm
You watch the cart.
Santa, don't leave me.
physically
Technically,
no way
that-
I can leave.
I mean,
But
actually, if you wanted to, I could turn into a horse so you could call. But
No.
other than that, yeah.
I just think it's not a very good idea for you guys to go terracing out into the darkness. That's all.
Okay.
What's not a bad idea about that?
Once you
They-
have dark vision, how can you not see anything?
We're more likely to see them coming than they are to see us coming. Especially if it's just me and the monk.
I still don't think you should go.
Well, I mean, even if we take Willos, that's still a. That means we then have a healer as well as 2 damage dealers per group.
Yeah.
I just think
apparently-
you should let it go. As the person who's been shot, I think you should let it go. I'm willing to forgive them.
Alor doesn't
It's
forgive.
dark. It's dark. Maybe they didn't see us. Maybe they thought it was a deer.
Thing is, they could be following us throughout the night.
Well, if they're following us, then we can have a good point to see. And we can all be on guard then. And be paying attention, I guess.
Yeah, Santa, do you want to take front seat now so I can
No.
go sleep in the back?
I don't want to go to the front seat. But you can still go into the back.
Oh, I'll take the front
Well, we
seat.
can't just leave her up here by herself.
You could.
I'll take the front seat. We'll be fine.
I'm gonna go sleep in the
Sit-
back for 4 hours.
Zenrish, she just kind of like raises a finger in protest, but you're sort of off before.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, she can still protest. It'll take her forever to fall asleep.
Yeah, I think that's a good compromise. Me and Alar just ride on the side of the cart with horses.
Well, I mean, 1 on each side, and then each of us keep
Yeah.
a running perception check. So,
You're gonna
Yeah,
do a
that's what I
good
was thinking.
perception check with that, bud. Hey, like got it. Fine. On top. You two's right on the side.
wrong skill.
Willis is getting in the front. Yeah, he's right.
Yep.
That's 1 actually. So
Oh, I actually can't
They're-
cast
they're the
Stone
same.
Skin.
You cannot.
No, because I don't have 100 GP of Diamond Dust.
Okay.
And it's consumed. Which
I
didn't
mean,
realize.
unless you want to rule it that you can also use the gold value.
I
doesn't
don't
have
have
the
the gold value.
I mean, for
Definitely-
Warding Bond, you needed a pair of platinum wings or something worth 50.
Yeah. I don't have anything I need for that, and I don't want to consume 100 gold pieces just to protect her for an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll say I did
That's the
boarding
same
bond.
modifier as my perception, by the way.
it's -1 actually.
Okay.
It's not though. They're both
Oh no,
plus
you're
7.
right. You're right. I was looking at the wrong one. So yeah, it'd still be 21. All right, yeah.
I'd like to take a 4-hour long rest.
This video
Bud.
was unintentional.
All right. Not sure if you heard. I did a warning bond instead to her. Oh, to the. Okay, gotcha.
Instead of Stone Skin.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Ooh, here's an idea. Would this count as difficult terrain? To the
I
horses?
don't think
No, I don't think so.
I could make it difficult terrain, but I don't think that's what you mean.
No. I was giving
And
you freedom of
Kamather will
movement
say,
to try
no,
to
I
move
didn't.
faster.
I didn't see them. I think they were waiting for us to go by.
It's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Just chat, man. You're not very intimidating today.
Not ter- Well, to be fair, I also only get a +2 to charisma.
Yep. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Z.
I'm gonna load my crossbow too. Just have it sitting across my leg.
Alright.
And I'm gonna have my hammer propped up so that may kind of try and block like the inside of the carriage a little bit. That makes sense. So maybe an arrow will hit it.
Gotcha. Alrighty. The rest of the night is rather uneventful, despite your whole getting wrecked by arrows.
After 4 hours, Willis, I'd be willing to switch back into the fun.
Yeah, Isha, you feel a lot better after you rest in the back, heal up.
If you wanted to go back, it's up to you.
I'm good. When you sit in the front, you turn into Pincushion. I'll stay up here.
As the 4 hours ends,
I'd like to see you turn.
day begins, or the sun begins to rise, and light begins to fill the land. You don't see any of the Legacies, and Kesselis is finally in sight. Its familiar river of lava flowing through the city as you remember it. You passed through it previously.
I don't remember actually.
I
I
We
don't
actually
remember
come from this
lava.
way. We never went this way.
We
No,
went through.
We
no,
catch
we
this and then
did.
turned immediately around and went the other way.
Exactly, but we still saw the river of lava.
You're right.
This is the one that had the 2 politician people.
Yep. In fact, you notice that the stage is a bit crowded.
What are we picking up again?
Oh.
Hmm?
I don't know if we were actually... I don't know if I know, but out of character, I know we were supposed to get rid of one of the candidates, right?
No, that's just Alar.
Yeah, this is Alar.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not supposed to get rid of. I'm supposed to persuade
You're
to
doomed.
go to the guy in Drine.
You're
Which
doomed.
one was it? It was the
Dark Elf.
The lady.
Yeah.
Or both
They're
women.
both.
The other one, it was the Dark Elf one.
It was the dark elf one.
Hey, Jared,
Oh,
can
this
you make
lady.
me a little notebook type thing that I can
Oh yeah,
write
no
down
problem.
things that I'm supposed to do? Just
Uh,
because
You have
I'd
to
like
go
to have
find
it all
some
in one
books.
place.
You have to go.
Oh, yeah, we
Sure,
know
so
about
We
your
did
books, by the
not.
way.
We did not tell Alar that we know about the books now.
Yeah. He wasn't.
Who told you about the books? Out of
Oh, the
character?
assassins.
No one.
Out of character. Out of
No
the
one.
assassins.
Oh.
They told us.
they
Because
didn't
we're
know
good
much
buddies with
about
them.
him.
But they told us what they could do, and you just told us they were just books that you wanted.
I never
Bring
said they
back
were just
little
books.
Ember,
I
huh?
said that they were books that I wanted.
I know. I said you were books that you wanted. You never said what they
Mhm.
did. But you just wanted the books.
Man, 5 gum.
What if I don't want to
Stimulates
chew 5 gum?
Get shot with 4 arrows. That's what's like the taste of 5 gum.
Damn, that's fucking intense. 5 gum. What
Ow.
flavor did you get? Tetanus? Jeez.
senses.
You can be up here, but you can't rub your head on my microphone.
We're in Kesselis. Great. Fantabulous.
Hooray!
How much gold was I getting for the Kesselis leader thing?
I don't remember. I think like 50 to 100 gold.
I think it was like 10 platinum at the end that I would get.
Yeah.
That's 100
Okay.
gold.
He is right. So what's going on the stage, Jared?
People are just gathered around. You think
They're
they're
getting murdered.
anticipating?
Well, I'm assuming the carriage is stopped now because we're in where we're supposed to be, correct?
Again, what
The
were we
carriage
supposed to
stopped.
pick up here?
Supplies.
Zenrish gets off and says, "I will go procure the supplies. You all can walk around and look if you wish, or just wait here."
I feel like you should take a rest after this, by the way.
She kind of smiles and is like, "Thanks."
Nice again. Damn it!
Was Kesselis our final destination?
No, we
Yeah.
have to go back to the capital.
Yeah, we have to go back.
Yeah, you gotta go back.
But we're not going to keep going forward.
No.
I'm gonna hop off and see if I can buy me one of those suits.
All right. So you go. Alar just kind of walks off, and you go to the leader's office. Why are you letting Alar talk with all the politicians?
He's just walking off without saying anything. We're not letting him do it.
Well, he strides off toward the leader's office, and he gets
To be
there.
Do
fair,
I notice?
I'm going to follow him.
Do I
I'm not
notice?
being stealthy about this either.
Oh,
I know, he's just
Yeah.
walking off and was like, he
To
doesn't
be
say
fair,
anything.
Fang is just walking off as well. But
I'm following
Where's Fang
Alar.
going?
Fang's off to go buy a suit or something.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell people I want a suit. I'm gonna jump
He's
off the
been saying
carriage.
he wants a suit ever since we came here
Yeah.
the first time.
Yeah, Kamathar will slide off the carriage with you, Senna. Asks you where you want to go.
I'm gonna go Dragon Fang because wisdom dictates that I did not even notice he was going anywhere. Or Alar was going anywhere.
All right, so we'll start off with Alar and Willos. Isha, do you go anywhere? You have 3 options of really who you can follow or go off on your own.
What's happening at the stage?
So at the stage, you notice that people are gathered around. Nothing's happening yet.
Oh, well, I'll just go stand among them.
Aisha's gonna be like, fuck it, I hate everybody. I'm gonna stand
Oh,
over
alright.
here.
That
People
was
go off on their own adventures. I could go on too. We'll go
Oh,
watch some
right.
public entertainment.
So I will start with
Pulls
Alar
out their
and Willos.
lyre and just do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
All right, so Alar, you and Willows get to the leader's office, the town hall, and the doors open, and you quickly hear the voices of both Houndair and
Drow.
Jesrina. Yeah, the Drow and the Dragonborn arguing inside in their classy suits.
About to get you one. Let's go.
I'm gonna go up to them and say, "Excuse me, I need to talk to this one for a moment," and I'm gonna motion towards the dark elf.
Jestrina is like, fine. But don't think this will save her from getting absolutely destroyed tonight in the debate. And she just kind of gives a smug smile and walks off.
Shots fired.
Quick out of character question: Did
Uh-huh.
the guy say she had to be a willing
I don't think he did.
person, or okay?
He just said not to harm her, preferably. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. That actually kind of worries me, especially if he would end up taking her if she's still dead. That actually does worry me.
No, he said he does not want her dead. Does not.
I'm gonna end up saying, so technically speaking, there's a bounty on your head, and you can either come willingly or not so willingly.
Should have known you were going to handle it this way.
I'm going to
You-
be blunt
you
and say it's a bounty, and
You say this,
I would
Alar,
prefer
and
to go willingly.
you say that, Alar, and immediately you feel several guards behind you. Their presence right there.
Oh my god. We should have.
I'm gonna look at the guards and simply say, I don't want to hurt her, and I also
Then
only
get
want her
out.
to go talk to this person.
I am
I'm gonna
just
try to
like
persuade her to come with
not.
me.
I'm just
How-
pretending
how-
like
how-
I don't know him.
Houndair asks, "Who exactly are you talking about?" Oh yeah, and she's not convinced, but she looks really annoyed. Who is this that's setting this bounty on my head?
I'm gonna say this one guy in Drine.
Who in Drine?
Did I catch his name?
Probably
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to tell it either.
I don't think so.
It was just
I'm gonna
the
say,
mayor.
I think he was the leader or something. So
was the
I
mayor.
didn't
pretty
tend to
sure
ask
he was
too
the
many
least
You are a
questions.
terrible bounty hunter.
You're literally the worst bounty hunter I've ever seen in my entire life, because technically it's not a bounty.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
she
But it would be
says,
better to say it's a bounty than to try to say that it's.
"No, it wouldn't."
No, because now you're gonna get the leader of Drying murdered.
It's like
No,
I never
not only
expected
that, you-
Lance.
Oh my.
Never expected Lance to play games that way, but I suppose if he wants to do it that way, then I can have something arranged. Now, goodbye. I shall see you another time. I have more important business on my hands.
I'm gonna look at her and say, "Well, if you want him removed, I'll gladly do it."
Screw off. And she begins to walk away.
From what bounty to
Terrible.
another.
I'm gonna shrug and
Willis, you were supposed
Go-
to reel him in. What's wrong with you?
I don't want shit with these guards. I don't know this guy. I don't know who the fuck he is.
So, oh my god.
to be fair, I do
The
prefer
only
the
dude
To be
Um,
fair, that was the worst way
Nightway.
to approach it.
I rolled an intelligence high enough to know to stay the fuck out of this. I don't know this guy. It's rare, all right. Give me some slack.
To
You
be
think
fair,
that-
I don't think you would have to roll very high to realize you need to stay on that.
I got a -3 to intelligence. You would be surprised.
I think, but you just need like a DC of 6 or something.
So the only town that I actually feel comfortable in to be murdered, because not very good at negotiating or doing anything right now. I mean, he did get that bounty, but this is not how you do things.
I mean,
And no
I
one
do
knows
want to
about it
point
but me.
out.
And nobody
That
knows about
for
it because he didn't
several-
tell anybody.
I would imagine that after only what? How long has Alar been reintegrated into society? And he only just started talking again? He's not
True.
going to be very socially adept.
You're not.
Dude, you're not even a social amateur yet. I mean,
Exactly.
I don't even think you hit
He only
social
started-
rookie.
I don't think. I think you should just go back to grunting.
Yeah, needs to stick to
This
grunting.
would almost benefit you. You'd be like, "Oh, what's wrong, little elf?" Because you're short. You'd just be grunting the whole time, and they would probably let you get a lot closer. Then you could kill them if you really wanted to.
That's true.
I mean, to be fair, I kind of prefer it to get night because, I mean, then I still take them. And I will probably strap them to my horse and tell them it's a bounty.
Like the worst bounty hunter ever.
Oh my god.
Absolute worst.
All right, so now
To
that
be-
that's happened, what's Willow gonna
So
do?
yeah, let's and we cut away from that.
What about Willow? Is Willow's gonna do anything?
Well,
He's just gonna continue to pretend he doesn't know who Alar
Yeah.
is.
we'll find out after we go to the people going and shopping instead. So Kamathar, Dragonfang, and Sen are walking through the city streets, looking for a shop.
I want to be dapper.
You want to be extremely dapper. All right.
Yeah.
Oh my
You
god.
eventually find a clue. What?
Dragonfang is literally going to be Cat in the Hat now.
Yes.
Top hat.
all
in
right.
the
So
city.
I
you
will
mentioned-
look out for a top hat now.
Eventually, you find a clothing store.
Sweet.
I go in, and all I say is, I want a fancy suit and maybe a hat.
The male drow behind the counter just looks over at you and kind of gives you that pondering look with like the hand below the chin.
Yeah, because he's not wearing a shirt. He just has pants on and shoes.
yeah. He's like, huh. You've got right just the thing for you, buddy.
Gives him a loincloth.
This town does not have one.
The only place that
you were-
probably had one was Eclipsris, and we immediately left as soon as you showed up.
You were informed that that a Cloaksmith did have a magical shop. Anyways, back to what I was saying. He's like, yeah, I think I got you something, and he goes and pulls. He goes to the back, kind of like gauges you, with like the whole like holding up the fingers thing, like he's like taking a picture, and he goes into the back and he pulls out a nice looking suit.
Each time he's looking at me, to size me up for the suit, I'm striking a different pose.
She's got her back turned because she's now giggling.
And he also brings out a top hat with it. Suit and top hat.
I was gonna look around to see what the shop had.
Oh, yeah, just various dresses and suits.
Something special.
Anything so? Let's see. Roll a 1d20. $13.
Well,
Not sure if you'd find anything really special, but you do see a gorgeous, somewhat glittery black dress with some red, kind of slightly dragon-esque design on it.
So, Like the dress version of my armor. Got it.
Oh yeah, basically. Except a lot less gray. A lot less gray.
But yeah.
Do you have a cane that comes with this?
Oh my god.
Do you have a what?
A cane.
Yes, they do indeed have a cane.
I will take all of it and immediately start dressing up into it.
And he says, and that'll be 200 gold. All in all.
And freezes midway.
I'm just like halfway putting the shirt on, and I look at him.
This monkey suit, 200? Wow.
I look down at I look down at the suit for a very long time. I stare at it for a very long time. I pull
Hands
20.
frozen, like, midway through the shirt the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a shirt on anyway, so.
I put the shirt on. I pulled 20 platinum out.
All right.
I mean, to be fair, I have 200 platinum.
I know. Orlin had so much cash and I was so broke.
You didn't even put money in the bag of holding, so.
No. Why would I? She needs to buy a house and shit.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
After I have everything on, I'm gonna like twirl my cane, like pull my top hat down so it's like covering my face a bit, and strike a pose in front of Cinna and Kamathar.
Oh, I guess I'll turn around from what I was looking at with my small fire elemental on my shoulder.
Yeah.
A performance.
What's it look like again?
What did it look like?
Yeah.
Black glittery dress with a red dragon motif.
No, Dragon Fang. What does he look like?
Oh, what does he look like?
No, the black glittery dragon dress.
Yeah, he got black glittery dress. He has a plain black and white suit with a tie. It's all very nice clothing and fabric. He has a top hat and has a wooden cane. It serves like a quarterstaff, basically.
I'll take it.
Not bad. Tilts head to the side.
Kamathar kind of looks at it and considers it for a moment. Considers getting one of his own, but then realizes that he's kind of broke.
Poor Kamathar. We never pay Kamathar.
He's like, no, I'm fine.
We can get you a nice jacket.
He kind of like looks at his current trench coat. Is like, I think I'm good.
I'm not getting the
Dragon
dress.
Fang.
It's just too glittery. Sorry.
Dragon Fang, seeing Kamathar consider, will just walk up to him, take his top hat off, and put it on top of Kamathar's head.
Kamathar just kind of looks at you, blinks a bit. It's like,
The anime blink face.
yeah.
I give a
It's
blank
like-
expression. I give a blank expression back and pat him on the shoulder.
He's so hard to
You just-
show these expressions.
He just kind of like takes the hat back off and gently sets it on your head.
Looks better as a complete set, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing really here that's my style.
Well, I have my suit. Is there anything else you two wanted to do?
Maybe head to a
Um,
weaponsmithery, but stock up on arrows.
Might be a good
Anything-
idea.
Anything fun happening in the crowd?
Yeah, is there
If they're
anything fun
done-
happening for
If they're
us?
done suit shopping. First, I'd like to know what the
Alright.
cloud was even for.
Yes, so the crowd, they're gathered around the stage. It's various, the common races in this area, half-orc, drow, dragonborn, etc. A few dwarfs.
And a single high elf.
Yep. A single high elf that is you. They're sort of all waiting around chatting. You hear a lot of stuff about who they think's going to win. And a lot of people you hear... A lot of people that you're listening to think that Jestrina is going to win.
Alright, I'm just gonna get the attention of one of them and ask, what's the cloud for?
They say we're waiting for the debate tonight between our two candidates.
Isn't it like, didn't it just break morning?
Yeah.
That
Okay.
moment you realize you went in too early.
Apparently this is
They're
how
all-
your
they're all-
brother's gone to play.
They say it. They all comment. It's supposed to happen about noonish.
Okay, well, I wouldn't call that
And then they-
tonight.
Then they reconvene and have a debate before nighttime.
Right. Well, I ask about saying what of the factions I know about, like the Leglists and the Warriors of the Arcane, the Sisters of Elvira, who's popular in town.
Survivors.
Yeah, you get a lot of as much as the sisters can be a bit scary, they keep us safe.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of the most supported group. You hear the occasional bit of support from the Warriors of the Arcane, but they're few and far between.
Any recent happenings in the town
Just the
besides
election.
the debate? Okay, just the election. So
Just really the election. They say that there was apparently some guy that tried to break into the jail when more of the sisters were around. Some guy in
Oh
a
my
black cloak, but that's about it.
Oh god.
ooh, gee, Doug's on collar. Oh, that sounds strange.
Sounds like
Nobody
that
knows
guy was
about
an
this.
idiot.
I want to point out, not even the party members know this.
Yeah.
Well, we
Oh, no,
definitely
fair
know
enough.
you came back and you were hurt and you were burning a black cloak. Yeah, definitely don't know.
No,
Actually,
There's no
after that
suspicion.
happened, we didn't. It's like he left, did that, didn't come back, and we went on to the next town and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or even
No, but we woke up to go find him, and then when we came back, he was burning his cloak. And then when we woke up in the morning, we were searching for Laura, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy some stuff."
No, fair enough.
I'd
Either
already
way.
burned my cloak before coming back.
All I need.
we definitely saw you with the black cloak the night before, without it the next morning,
There you go. Ew.
and you were
Could
definitely
mean
injured.
anything. I could have just lost it.
Right.
I don't know. It's like, there's nothing I want. It's like, I can't think of anything else to ask these people. They're just so bland and boring. They're waiting for a debate several hours before.
I mean, this is the path you chose.
Yeah, you could have been looking at a dapper suit man, or could have stopped Alar from being such a silly bird.
Actually, can I go to see if I can catch up to Sen and whatnot? I guess Fang at the soup place.
We're probably
I don't know you've left yet though,
this is true.
so I'm gonna go to the soup place. But you can do
Okay.
Alar's and Weaponsmith, and I guess Fang and Sen are also
Well,
gonna do Weaponsmith.
While you're on your way to the clothes place, you catch up with Senna Kamatharan.
Dapper Fang.
Dapper Fang.
I'm
Same.
really jealous of his suit. I'm just gonna keep going to this suit store anyway. I don't need
It's past
anything from the
mine.
web. I don't need anything from the weapons place.
Fair enough. So you go. You can go buy a suit. Alar, you eventually reach the weaponsmith. It's a pretty small, modest place near the town hall. Surprisingly,
Okay.
there's not a
I'm-
lot on sale that you probably don't have, but some fancy styles.
I must sell the armor and weapons I took from those guys.
He looks at it and it's like, I can give you about 50 gold for your troubles. Does that sound fair to you?
I'm gonna nod.
All right. And he passes over 50 gold in exchange for all the armor.
And the weapons, or just the armor?
What kind of weapons? Oh, the weapons as well. He's like, I can tack on an extra 25 for the weapons.
I'll nod.
All right, so 75 total for all that stuff.
I'm gonna proceed to ask him if he's got any sort of special short swords or things like that.
He
Or
says, sorry,
daggers.
myself good.
nothing really special about my stuff here. I make it as best as I can, but not too many supplies around here.
You know what I should have asked those assassins?
What?
Where the fuck can I find a good rapier?
It's a good question.
They might have had one for you.
No, we'll go back to Clitoris eventually.
Do I need anything from?
We
We were going to the blacksmith, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're further away though, and took a lot longer.
Willow's gonna.
I mean,
get anything.
I would have followed.
Didn't Dragonfang have a suit made for him?
Yeah.
No,
Not
so
I
made,
would
Made.
imagine. Oh,
was picked out. Like
Yeah.
this person,
And it-
basically their entire life, they just make things and hang them up and like, oh, this.
I
What
have
about
just the
this?
one that has a hole for a tail.
That just takes a dagger. That's like 2 seconds.
I would say that it's like inside the suit, a bit cramped, but
You can just.
I would say that
Make a
he
hole.
he probably. I would say he probably made like the pants a bit roomier, or he picked out a set of roomier pants just for that.
So you can just keep the tail in the pants. That's
Yeah.
awkward.
Wow, he looks like just a furry human,
that
a furry, scaly human.
cat's got issues. Yeah, I don't think there's
Wait
anything
a
I really
second.
need
Did
from
you
it
take your
that I
pants
can buy with
off in the
23
middle
gold.
of the store?
Yes. Yes, he did.
My character actually came to that realization as we're walking down the street because she didn't hear him go to a changing room. She was
Yeah, but you were looking at the dress at the time.
That means he changed while I wasn't looking.
Meanwhile, Kamathar was.
Hey, put on a show.
Gonna roll that charisma save. And he's a +6 in. Yeah, no. He kept his composure.
On the inside, though.
The world may never know.
Or wanted.
True that. So what is it we were doing in Pessilus? That does not look like a cave.
We're picking up supplies. So we're just passing time as she loads the carriage.
Oh, so we were
Yeah.
literally just getting supplies and then heading back?
Yeah.
Oh, that's boring.
oh, so we're not staying the night? Hmm.
You can.
She
I think our
probably
driver
should.
Probably should.
Yeah.
Unless Alar
Probably.
drives.
Yeah. She was told to go take a night off, so.
I did. I can also drive the carriage. Try.
We can all try.
Handling.
I actually
So-
can drive the
I'm
carriage.
also
I'm
proficient.
proficient with animal handling, believe it or not.
Animal handlings.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
with
but
my
are you
naturals
just
explorers thingy, I get
proficient with,
advantages related
uh,
to my wisdom checks.
proficient with land vehicles?
Dragon
And
Fang
so-
would try, but then he's probably hungry looking at the horses.
Do we eventually make it to this weapon shop?
Yeah, I was just about to get to that, but I kept on being cut off. So
You weren't
Uh,
even talking.
I was trying to talk, and you guys started
Well,
talking.
if you guys are going to do the weapon shop, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
All right.
So, at lay weapon shop, lay blacksmith, eventually Alar, Willows, you see Senna, Dapper Fang, and
Yeah.
Camathar making their way there.
I got a strut to my walk.
His name is officially no longer Dragon Fang. It's Dapper Fang.
I
Exactly.
still call him Dragon, but
I just can't wait until the first thing we run into that rips that suit and 200 gold down the drain.
Oh no, I'm going to cast shield on every fucking thing.
I mean, if you have mending, that works too, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think
You
he
have-
has mending. The only one who has mending is Aisha.
Oh, I actually got rid of it for guidance.
Oh, someone has it.
I said Aisha does. Yeah, what have they got in here?
Regular stuff. Any of your
Yeah.
basic martial simple weapons.
So they have a rapier.
Yes.
The last time we asked, there was no rapier.
Um,
The first two blacksmiths we went to, they were like, "Yeah, we don't make that kind of woodly weak shit." I was like, "Oh, all right."
Yeah, I remember
I
that
have
actually.
no reason to be here then.
yeah. They have all the regular stuff.
Is there anything interesting?
Roll a 1d20.
No.
No. Not at all.
Damn.
Can I roll something to find something interesting?
Yeah, you can try. I'll let you try.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Nope. Alar, you want to give it a shot? Dragon Fang, you want to give it a shot?
Should.
Nope.
Let's go.
Basically, we're looking for a
Let's
crit.
go, boys.
Will Dapper Fang get it? Probably not.
Nope.
It's probably a crit, isn't it, Jared?
Yep.
It may or may not be. And by may or may not be, I mean heavily towards the May side.
Don't you mean yes? I think you mean yes.
So yeah, so yeah, yes.
Oh, I'm gonna look at him like, "Hey, you want to buy some leather armor I have?"
Not really. I mean, I'll give you 2 gold for it.
Wow, you're so ready to do business, aren't you?
I mean, I don't really sell a lot of, leather armor, and it's worn.
Actually, I didn't wear it. Literally, the first day I traded it out for the studded leather.
But you would have worn it before that, realistically.
You would have worn it before.
Maybe. Yeah, here, take it. I have 51. How much for your rapier?
It's 2 gold for something that you don't use. So
No, I said how much for your rapier? I said yeah, that's fine.
regular price for a rapier. Hold on, let me look it up.
What that?
It's about 8 gold, I think. 6 or 8.
I'm
I'll
looking
be
it up.
way
real quick.
off.
I think it's like 6 or 8 platinum.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Rapier is where to go? It's 25 gold.
Hey, way off. Let's go.
Right here. Take this. I give him 25 gold.
He smiles and thanks you, passing over a rapier.
It's like I don't really sell these very often.
Yeah, I really don't. I only have a few of them. He points back at his stock. He only has one other one in stock.
I would buy the other one, but there's no reason for me to do such. We'll wield them. That's all I wanted.
Okay.
There's just striking poses in front of Kamathar. I've got nothing to do here.
All right, so
Turn
Isha,
around, he's just making poses and shit. Like, what the hell are you doing?
you go into the store.
Mm-hmm.
Do you what do you look for?
Something pretty.
Roll a 1d20. You find some very pretty things. You see the black and red dress that I had explained to Senna. You also see a similar dress, but white and black. Instead.
First, I want.
And then you see various plain suits as well as some more stylized ones.
Like, I want to go up over to the guy, whatever.
The drow cashier guy.
Yeah, cashier, that's the word. And ask him, it's like, how will, and I point to the black and red dress and whatnot. How much would that one go for?
He looks at it. He's like, it would cost you about 125.
Right. How well do you think it would fit over my armor? That's one point to my leather armor I'm wearing. Side leather.
I think it could work.
Okay. I'll take it. How much did you say it was?
All right.
How much did he say it was?
125.
Yeah, so I give him 125 gold. I'll do math.
I just dropped 12 platinum and 5 gold and call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm carrying like 409 gold in gold coins. I better hold on to the platinum.
Pay it all in copper.
I have all of Dragon Fang's copper, so.
Oh yeah.
Ask him if he has like a changing room or whatnot. I can put it on stuff.
Not like you're taking off clothes to put it on.
Yeah, but it's still just, I have to put down the backpack and all of that.
Just do a Dragon Fang day, just fucking strip down in the middle of the store.
Didn't stop Dragon
We're
Fang.
not.
Hey, no one was in there. It was only us.
What does shopkeep think of that?
Yeah, what did the shopkeep think?
Yeah, what did the shop? He's like,
Was he
gave me like
impressed?
200 gold, but whatever. Yeah, Jared, how did the shopkeep feel about that happening in his shop?
You can roll a history check.
Either way, I'll just put it on, and then I will go back to the carriage.
I mean, I
Yeah,
wasn't
you
looking
are.
at him, so
Yeah,
I don't know
same.
why I rolled history.
Dragon Fang, he kind of smiled at you.
Hey, let's go.
All I remember is rustling happening behind me. And then
Actually,
I'm
wait.
wearing a suit.
I go back to the guy in the cashier. Does he sell tiaras?
He does.
How much would a tiara be?
It would be 25 gold.
I give him 25 gold.
You've spent 200 and 150 gold altogether.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Yep. And now head back to the carriage.
Takes money to look this good. Dapper Fang will walk back to the carriage.
weapon and you're like, I bought a suit.
Well, I
See,
only
now,
was given
the
the
hard
staff of withering.
What kind of roll would it be to do a moonwalk back to the carriage?
I don't know.
performance.
Performance, yeah.
All right, let's go.
To be fair, I gave you the Staff of Withering because I had like nothing else a druid could actually use. And
Yeah.
that was specifically only you could use it other than Laurelin.
I just haven't found the need for it.
It does like 3d10 necrotic damage. Pretty good.
I guess I just always was gonna melee always use the flame blade, but I guess
Fair, yeah.
it's 2d10.
You grow out of it pretty quick. We'll go up against something that's weak to necrotic damage and you'll find it.
Good point.
Or like in the
Hold on
fighting
to
an
it.
angel or something.
It's sort of the same reason I'm holding on to this short sword of disappearing or whatever it's called.
Good against
If
vampires.
I kill something with it, I can make it disappear.
Good for vampires.
Wasn't it a rapier?
It was, but Jared, when I can't use rapiers as a druid, so when I went from a paladin druid, Jared let me change it because it didn't seem important.
It makes it do less damage, so
That too.
it is a statistically worse weapon.
I did have to change it to a d6 instead of a d8.
I just realized that's the perfect weapon to commit a murder with.
I know, that's why I'm holding on to it. I
I
wanted
mean,
to be
the
able
blood would probably still be dripping.
Yeah, but you have a blood stain. That's it. You don't know
Body's
whose blood
gone.
it is.
There's
You
no
don't
CSI
know.
back in these days.
Alar wants to buy that sword now, doesn't he?
Alar doesn't know about this sword.
Well,
He
and then
does.
you
He
just
was
cast
around.
prestidigitation on whatever surface you've got all the blood on, clean it up a bit.
Yeah.
And actually, I do know about the sword. He stabbed somebody in an alleyway right in front of me.
And it poofed. Yep.
I wasn't there for that, so I wouldn't know. So.
That would be good for ALR. It'd be a muck weapon.
All right, yeah.
You
So,
can't have it. It's my
We're
murder
back
weapon.
at the carriage, I guess. Well, I think we should go to the tavern, maybe, since.
Yeah, but I just wanted to
Well,
meet back at the carriage
is our
because it's where
driver
my
back
home
at the
is.
carriage?
Yeah, you see Zenrish just kind of sitting there waiting, and she notices you all.
I struck a pose.
She smiles at you and gently gets down from her spot. Says, I think we should probably stay a night. I could probably use some time to recover, if that's alright with all of you.
I just realized I was kind of an asshole and just left our captive in the...
Oh yeah.
Carriage.
You just left her tied up in the back with all the supplies now, I guess.
Well, not the captain, the archer, but yeah.
I said captive.
Yeah, the captain's...
Oh, captive, my bad.
You know, if Alar was really greedy, he should have tried to claim the bounty twice in 2 different cities.
I thought he was going to.
Yeah.
But he didn't, so.
Not yet, anyways.
Lawful
Well, you
good.
can't. They don't like you now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Except it's not
that
the
up.
leader that I have to go to. And I would imagine they'd still pay for a bounty if it's a dead bounty.
So, did they already load the supplies into the carriage?
It looks like it, yeah. Like
Did
there's
they
an
take
there's an extra.
prisoner out while we were gone? Or is she
Nope.
still there?
She's still there.
Oh, okay. So they just take care of it.
She's asleep at the moment.
Just the tied up prisoners. We'll just put the supplies around her.
Yeah, pretty much. They laid a few things on her. There's a box sitting on top of her, and then another box on her head. A small box on her head.
Well, that's kind of rude.
They didn't have a lot of space back there, and they wanted to make enough. You mean the town hall, or you mean the jail?
jail. Last
Can I-
time you said it was a sheriff's office. The last time
I
before
didn't.
that it was something else.
Well, in different places, it's called different things. Anyways, you go to the jail. All right. Just walk off.
Hi, Alar. We'll meet you at a
Question is
tavern.
whether. Question is, am I followed this time?
Of course.
Last time I was followed.
Well,
No,
we
I
don't
was
know what
going
you
to.
did, so there's no reason for us to follow.
Dragapane never likes the thought of ALR wandering off by himself. He'll follow.
You guys don't want a drinking contest in the tavern?
How dark is it right now?
I don't know, but we're going to
Not
the tavern.
I feel like
almost
Dragapane
midnight.
would have to make a wisdom save. for
Yeah,
that
we
one.
got to the
Yeah,
town
hold on,
in
hold
the
on.
morning.
Dragapane stops when he hears drinking contest.
Oh God.
He looks back, but he keeps
I was joking,
following
Fang. You
Alar.
don't have to.
Come on, Camathar. Let's go.
We all going?
Fang and
Where are we going?
Ilar. Fang.
All right. Camathar will follow along.
Isha, I guess, will follow because nothing else to do.
I'm gonna suggest to the driver that she gets a room and gets some sleep.
That's what
So-
she's doing. She smiles at you and thanks you and heads off to the tavern.
From what I'm hearing, it's a field trip to the sheriff's office
No,
Basically.
or the
it's like a
lawman's
trip.
office.
It's the trip to the sheriff's office, but you've got like 5 other chaperones.
So
All right.
basically, I have to start renting rooms with windows if I want to go out at night.
You're not getting any windows.
So you guys, Alar, kind of go into the jail is open in the sense that you can walk into the front door, and then you see what you'd guess is the sheriff, this sort of older half orc, and next to him is a familiar, Sister of Avire.
Familiar how?
You've definitely met her before. In fact, I'm pretty sure you sat at a table with this woman.
Did we lose a drinking contest to her?
Yes, indeed. It looks like Captain Rion.
Oh no.
Oh, the one I was gonna steal the money from.
How did she get ahead?
Luckily, she never got to look at my
How the
face.
fuck did she get here before us?
Yeah, from a Cloiksrith to Castle is so quick.
Well,
Because
we
you guys did stay a night in the underground area.
Oh, we did, yeah. So she just didn't
She
sleep.
must
Plus-
have immediately left and was like, "Fuck it, I'm done with the Clicksaurus. I'm going back to Kesselis."
No sleep. Just kept going.
After
She
she
does
was
sound
cracking
very
rocks.
she does sound very annoyed when she's talking, which might hint that she could be a bit tired or just pissed off.
How does she
Both.
react to Dapper Fang?
She's not paying attention to you. She's just talking to the
Oh.
sheriff about something. The sheriff just kind of smiles and waves you all in.
I'm gonna walk straight up to the desk or next to wherever he's standing or whatever.
All right, Captain Rion eventually spots you and is like, "Oh, it's you guys. Hello."
I'm just gonna nod to her, and I'm gonna reach into my backpack and pull out his head.
When you pull out a decapitated head, Rion just kind of she kind of growls to herself. And the sheriff looks at it like,
Dragapane gives Rion a very sympathetic look. Like, yeah, same.
At least you don't have to travel with him.
Yeah.
yeah. He's like, oh, what's with the head? We're not gonna have to turn
I'm gonna
in, or
I'm gonna look at him and say, "You don't recognize the description?
Hmm?
It's a bounty."
Kind of like looks at the head, looks at you, looks at the head, looks at you, and gives you a very odd look. What are you talking about?
Gonna look at it and say it's some bastard that was named Nadrith Mulkin.
Oh, Mulkin. Yes, Mulkin. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he was definitely a troublesome pain in the side. Thanks for taking care of him. I'm guessing you want your reward then, huh?
I'm gonna nod.
He's like, while he's getting the money, he asks, where was the guy hiding out?
I'm gonna shrug. Oh, I know. He actually found us, tried to attack us.
Hmm,
It didn't
I
turn
see.
out too well for him.
I see.
No shit, Sherlock.
He passes over 50 gold and is like, you can just dispose of the head over in the somewhere.
Probably because Alar was gonna ask to keep it anyways.
So 50 gold. I hate math.
You know you can do just /R and then number plus number and it'll do math, right?
I can also just quickly open the calculator thing. I'm just lazy.
I mean, the chat is the quicker option for a lazy person.
And
Not
either
when
of
I've
those
already
options
got
are
my
way easier than trying to do
calculator
the math in your head.
open.
So Rion just kind of looks over to the group and is like, so what are you all doing here aside from turning in a bounty?
Nothing. We're just following him.
Her that we are helping a shipment out to Eclipse.
Oh,
Or-
yeah, that too.
I was asking.
Oh, so you mentioned?
No,
Oh, you don't mention it. Okay.
not yet.
Yes, we are
Just
delivering
we're
supplies to
following
the
him.
Fair Queen.
Jesus Christ. Gonna slap you upside your
You
dapper
are.
head.
It wasn't me this time, Senna. It wasn't me.
I know.
Her annoyed expression becomes a bit more neutral. It's like, well, isn't that quite intriguing?
Oh yeah, especially when we were attacked last night, right before we had got into Eclixorus, or
Oh.
not Eclixorus, but Quetzalus.
You should tell him
Some-
about that.
Huh.
Somebody who's very proficient with arrows.
Huh. Weird.
They're just way too far
I-
out of range for us to see too.
Alar will stop you before you go wandering off again.
She'll
You-
slowly
I'm not
nod.
wandering off. I'm heading to a tavern.
Yeah, but we're still in the conversation with the person you started, so you're staying here with the rest of us.
I should just grabs you.
No, I'm not.
Like, to be fair, his conversation is done. You guys kept talking. Like, he has no need to be
True.
here.
Yeah, but we're
Yeah.
blocking the door out. He has to go through literally
Yeah,
all
like,
of us.
he'd have to like walk through all of us.
Okay.
He's
There's
probably
like a
shadow-
couple-
He's gonna shadow step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You played your stuff. You know he's gonna do it.
Okay,
Out
shadow
to
step.
the-
I'm
Sure.
gonna shadow stealth and then disappear. So
And this is why I play a liar at night.
To make sure no one sleeps. Well, does it get points of exhaustion?
No, to forget my woes. But
Most people drink to do that.
yeah, well, that's the
Drinking is
boring
quieter.
way to do it.
Well,
Rion
I
kinda-
guess that's our cue to go.
yeah,
I was like,
you,
wait,
you
are
guys
you
just
guys-
see Alar turn around and go poof.
Yeah. Rion's like, wait, are you guys sticking around for the election or?
Probably not.
We have to finish this delivery as soon as possible.
We're taking the night off. We're gonna be staying the night here, but we'll be leaving before first light, I think. Like right before first light, maybe. Right at first light.
Oh.
Something along those lines.
Well, if you need me, I'll probably either be here, the guard tower, or maybe town hall.
Alright.
mind.
And she kind of smiles at Dragon Fang.
I'm in
I-
a pretty
I give
outfit
a-
as well.
Yeah,
I
but,
give a-
you know.
I give a bow. And I will say, it'd be a pleasure to see you again, maybe at the tavern. I would like a rematch to our previous drinking contest.
Roll
With
persuasion.
all your money again.
Basically,
Roll
I say
persuasion.
that.
Oh,
I said that
she
out loud.
she
with advantage.
Yeah.
It
She
gets a
spot-
crit.
she smiles like, consider it done.
She can have
Gonna
disadvantage
drink
because
you
she's
under the table
exhausted.
there, dapper boy.
And that's where we will end it for tonight.
Actually,
Oh,
there's
goody.
one thing I want to do because
Oh,
I
you-
don't want to
one
forget
thing?
it. There's a specific
Okay.
reason I stayed behind.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's pretty much just me, the captive, and the groceries, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to wake her up.
Uh-huh.
So we're pretty much alone now. All of my party's wandered off.
Oh,
The
dear.
drivers wandered off. Look, you seem rather nice. And I believe in second chances. So I'll offer one to you. Pretty simple. You find a sharp object back here. I leave you sleep. And we never see you again.
Sounds fair.
Perfect. And I will leave a small knife just in the back and wander off.
All right. It's getting interesting. All right. Yep. Good session, everyone. You all for that battle as well as roleplay experience. 1,200 experience. I don't know if anyone levels up, but
It's so slow.
let me know if you guys are like super close.
Is it 4,500 to level up?
48.
So no.
I mean, I'm like 51
I'm
away.
gonna log
Does that
off.
count?
No.
51, like
Yeah.
51 points total.
5,100.
Oh no,
Not good enough.
not good enough.
All right.
I'm gonna head out. If you guys are like close or you need to just message me. I'm tired. I've got work because they got to get me with those early morning Saturday shifts.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah.
dozing too, so it's perfect. I'll be back in a bit. All right, guys. So, yeah, it was a fun session. Get some tunes going, I think. Well, a couple people online. Now that TwitchCon's over, love to do some raiding, and kind of perfect for late night. See where he's at. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, I'm loving playing Willows. Ooh. This guy's doing some, looks like community games. Jackbox Party Pack. So if you wouldn't mind doing a raid with me here, I would personally thoroughly enjoy it. If you just want to let them know Considious Gaming sent you, I'm going to go to bed because I don't know why. I am super tired. If you want to head over, say Considious Gaming sent you. Would really appreciate it. And yeah, have a great night. I will be back Tuesday, Halloween. We're doing kind of a fucked up Tuesday for Halloween. So if you want to come join us, bring a drink, bring whatever. We're going to be doing a one-shot variant of the Nightmare Emporium. It's canon of sorts. It's going back in the past a bit, telling a pretty deep story of what happened last session. So it should be interesting. Still working on building it all, but I think it's going to turn out well. See you guys Tuesday, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. Have a good night.